Alexa, who let the dogs out?
I didn't see, but the dogs seemed to like it.
That was awesome.
We were gonna have way too much.
Tone, did you hear what she said? No. I said, Alexa, who let the dogs out? She said, I don't know, but it looks like the dogs liked it.
Okay, wait. I'm totally distracted now by Alexa.
She's gonna take over the show.
1 minute until showtime.
That's so funny. Alexa, lick my asshole. How about that? Guys, don't go live.
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
Go live. Mics are high. Let's go live.
About that.
Go live. Mics are high. Let's go live.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
There is nothing wrong with your television set. Do not attempt to adjust the picture. We are controlling transmission.
In the past 24 hours, we have learned facts and seen examples.
We
have been advised to leave it alone, to drop it. I just happen to believe that the people who entrusted Tony might just like to know all the facts, even the ones that no human mind today can explain.
Who does that? Who has time?
The worst thing of all is I watch it. I can't not look. It's like a drug. You can't resist it. It's an addiction.
Yes, yes, yes.
You are about to experience the awe and mystery which reaches from the inner mind to the
Tony Bruno Show.
Hello, kids. Hi. Hi. No, I'm not high, but Luigi is. Jack in the back is opening him up himself a nice cold one right now. Yes, he is. Miss Robin's in the house. We're all here. Thanks for joining us on this What Up Wine Wednesday.
What up?
Although I'm not having any wine in it. I'm drinking water.
Me neither. It's a water Wednesday.
It's a water Wednesday. Or as we say here in Philadelphia, water.
Right. Well, the humidity will do it to you, Tony. And what do you always say? It's not the humidity.
It's not the heat. It's the stupidity that will get you all the time. But it was nice and warm. 88, it said. Alexa, we asked Alexa.
We actually have a new guest on the show. We have a co-host on the show.
We need more women, more broads on the show, somebody once said. I believe.
Exactly. That was me, I think.
I think it was Bill Cosby when he was mixing one a drink.
Well, Tony, why don't you ask her a question?
Alexa, what's the temperature right now here in Philadelphia?
Right now, it's 87 degrees. Tonight, expect a low of 68 degrees.
It's all the way up.
I heard her. I heard her.
It's
Rob.
all the way up.
She just needed to be a little bit louder, and I'll fix it.
Okay. It's 87 out? Is she serious? She's serious?
She's serious.
Alexa.
I thought she was Alexa.
Exactly.
Sounds like, I think Alexa was one of the Washington Redskin cheerleaders who was pimped out to sweet holders.
No, that was Alexis. that was Tony. How about that story, though, man?
How about that?
Now, we were talking about this off air for a few moments, but you were saying that might have been an old story
No,
as well,
no,
but it's actually a new occurrence.
Yes, it is a new story, but it happened a couple of years ago.
Okay.
So the story happened, the Washington Redskin cheerleaders went to Costa Rica, which is a nice place to go if you're going to do a topless spread on the beach. That's where I go. I usually go to the British Virgin Islands or any place that the water is aquamarine. It doesn't have to. It could be anywhere.
I'm usually the Quaker City Flea Market. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at.
You'll find some broads over there, too.
You find a lot of things over there, Tony.
We can say broads now, right? Because that's a broad term.
I think
it's not referring to women or men.
Well, we'll check with Michael Schmidt later on. We'll see what he says.
Well, Michael Jack Schmidt to you, pal. Meanwhile, Jack is in the back. Luigi's here wearing his direct from ringside, a Battle of the Champions.
Rocky Balboa versus Clubber Lang.
Man.
Is it just me, or does it sound more echoey tonight?
No, that's a different one.
No,
that is an echo. That's the echo dot.
That's the echo dot.
It's the echo dot that we got, as Robin would call it, a slamming deal on. I found it online this morning because they're $50, the echo dots. Because I can't program we have Fios now. And our Fios high-speed internet cranking the program out to all the great people out there.
Right.
But when the Fios remote is hard to figure out when you get a new remote, and it's completely different than the other one that you had when we had Xfinity. So it doesn't have voice control. And I'm so used to my voice remote where you say, find the Phillies game or find whatever, and it would find it. So we got Alexa so we can have our phones call, we can make phone calls, all the things that lazy people do when they're not outside stuccoing and painting for the last 5 days. But we have Alexa here tonight. So I ordered it this morning, same day delivery for $29.99, and it got here like at 5 this afternoon.
That's incredible, man.
It's amazing.
Free shipping, Amazon.
We thank Amazon, and we thank Alexa.
We thank Alexa. Alexa, I don't know what to ask her now.
Well, ask her.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
I know. I didn't give you a question. What's the question? Actually, I may have to prop her up a little bit here.
No, you always have to ask. You always have to start off with her name.
I know.
Otherwise, it won't work.
I say that to you all the time. Robin, everything is Rob, right? What do I say?
Could you imagine if there was a Robin instead of an Alexa? Robin, God damn it! That's how you activate the Robin. Damn it, Robin.
Right now, I have to say, damn it, Lily, because she's blocking the camera.
Damn it, Lily. By the way, none of my electronic devices are on, Robin.
You know what? I can't do everything.
All right, I thought you had them on. Now I have to turn them on.
Sean McHugh checks in on Facebook Live, and he says, "Damn, is this a new studio? Did I miss something?" It's like we just turned the table, Sean. That's all it was. We've done it for 2 years.
I have my back to the TV.
It looks great, though.
I have my back to the TV.
This is a much better angle. It looks a little nicer in here like this. It looks
does?
cleaner. Yeah, it looks a lot cleaner like this. I'm telling you.
Okay, Lily is just going crazy. I need to move her. Hang on.
Get her out of here. No, she's sleeping up there. She's not in the way.
She's settling down.
She's chilling.
No, I just keep seeing her going in front of the camera. It's so funny.
She's chilling. She's all right. She's down here, chilling early. Guess what I have in my hand? What I've been doing after I shut down my painting project for the day. I have in my hand, Luigi.
Wait. Don't tell me we're gonna release it tonight.
We're not going to release it.
Okay, all right.
But I've already started the intensive studying. I've already signaled out horses.
Because I've started to dabble myself. Because you and I are gonna have to get to the OTB early on Friday. Because for Saturday. Because we got the Cantina thing to set up for it.
We got Cinco de Mayo and Kentucky Derby this coming Saturday, and we will have a bonus podcast, a Saturday nooner.
Yes.
What time
Yes.
is the podcast, Robin?
We start at 2 p.m.
It's at 2.
From 2 to 4.
So we're doing a 2 to 4 afternoon podcast on a
Correct.
Saturday afternoon.
But
Cinco de Mayo.
So we're setting up. The reason why we're not starting earlier is because we do have quite a bit to set up when we're there. So we need to get there early, and we'll
Yes.
set up.
Yeah, as in set up around
By the way,
shots.
nobody's up at noon
Right.
on Saturday.
Because you kind of want to pace yourself for
Exactly.
a trifecta like that. So
Or superfecta, as Tony and I.
yes, we're hoping for the super, but we are performing a try. So we will be there starting at 2 o'clock until 4 p.m. We're live. During that time, we will have the Tequila Tini contest.
Yes. Everybody's invited to come out. It's Cantina Laredo in King of Prussia. We've been there a million times. We've never done a podcast from there, but we always go there and do the tequila dinners.
Right.
And they're always spectacular.
I'm there. I'm even there on the off nights, man. Like I go up there all the time, so I love it up there, man. That's my spot.
Great place. And it's going to be a fun day. We're going to have the Tony Bruno Show live on a Saturday afternoon from 2 to 4. And then we will hang out and have a tequila teeny contest where we will be taking people's recipes. Because there's no such, there's margarita, there's obviously
gin
it's gonna be
martinis, there's
there's
vodka.
martinis, and then there's vodka and gin martinis. Shaken, not stirred, of course. But no one's ever made, and Robin brought this up the last time we went to the tequila dinner. There's no drink, there's no teeny made with tequila.
No.
There's no martini drink with tequila. Why not? If you can have it out of gin or vodka, why not a tequila?
And as if we've learned from these tequila dinners and being now students of the agave plant,
Yes,
there's
indeed.
some pretty quality tequilas out there where you can make a nice solid martini. Out
Absolutely.
Of it, man.
So
It's
we
not
will be
just-
sampling those, and people will be able to enter their own. How does this work now, Robin? Since you're the one who put this baby together.
So people will be able to enter their own recipe, and
But
we
no
will have
one's made
tasting.
one before, so are they just going to just wing it?
They can wing it, or they can practice ahead of time.
Yeah, we're not going to just give them the open bar and
Right,
say
now-
go up there and start pouring, $70 a shot
If there is
tequila.
a,
I'll
if,
judge
if there-
every one of them. No problem. No problem. I'll tell you exactly which one to use.
If there is some really special ingredient that you want to be a part of it, you need to bring that yourself. Otherwise, they're
What do
not
you
going
mean a
to.
special ingredient?
Well, if there's some random,
They have all the mixers there.
Yeah, but
what are people going to put in there?
But if you're saying
Ox blood? I mean, what are you going to put in a tequila?
mango puree,
They have
or-
mango puree over there.
They might not.
Who puts mango in a martini?
You use pineapple.
I don't know, but so they'll have all the traditional stuff that you can
Yes,
you
it's
can
a
have.
full bar.
But if there's something really special that you have figured out is makes the most amazing tequila tini, you need to bring the special ingredient with you. And then they will have the contest. Whoever wins, that recipe will not only be the winner, you get a special prize, it'll be on special the rest of the night, and it will go on their menu for the rest of time at Cantina Laredo, maybe even across the nation if it's good enough.
Beautiful.
So you can get yourself up on the on the wall of mixed drinks there.
Yes.
I'm on the wall many times. I've been up against the wall. I've been on the floor, and I did get busy in a Cantina Laredo bathroom once. But that was because it was a good night, and it was a tequila dinner. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, did we miss the beginning of the program?
Yeah, it was. I hit the button. I clicked it because we were really up against it when I came in to get the show started. I hit the button and I just noticed it was blinking. So we missed the opening 2 minutes. We can pull the opening 2 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good. We've been rolling. I missed the
I
opening
just don't
2
want to
minutes.
miss any of the show.
No,
I don't
we're
wanna-
good. We missed.
I don't
the
want to
opening
have
2
to take
minutes.
it from the top.
No.
Take two.
We missed it. We just missed the opening 2 minutes.
It's an outrage, man.
It is an outrage.
I got to
Now-
give you one of those first. Let me give you one. Give yourself one of those.
You want me to do it to myself?
First for wearing that T-shirt, and secondly for starting the show late on our recording. I mean, the show's been on, but for people, we were recording it, so now when Robin goes back and publishes it tonight so people can hear it tomorrow.
Jorge Luis Diaz says that shirt's pimping, man.
Pimping?
It's pimping.
Like the Washington Redskins cheerleaders pimping?
We have people, I just want to remind people that you can call in tonight. The phones are working.
They're working?
Yes.
And Jack's in the back ready to answer your calls.
He is. Phone number is 619-924-9874.
What's the number again? 619. And no, we're not out in the San Diego area.
No, we're
even
not.
though that's Reggie Bush's old. Remember 619 he had under his eye.
Yeah, you're right.
And Reggie Bush.
619.
He had the 619 on his eye black patches when he played at USC, and his family got that beautiful home up in Orange County.
But that was
his area code.
I thought it was a Bible verse.
No, it was his area code from the
whatever.
619.
You're
which
thinking
is,
like 316 as Tebow used to wear. Or
yeah, no, 619 is the area code down in San Diego in that area. What's the matter with you? Give Robin one of those already.
I'm right.
I hate to start handing them out.
Well, I haven't
You
had
earn them on the show. We don't just give them away.
I have not had one.
You earn one of those, baby.
If this was Ohio State, my head would be covered in bumpy bumps.
I'm banging the desk.
This table is not sturdy enough for you to be banging on it, Tony.
I know. I feel like Khrushchev.
And we have people, once again, tuning in from all over the world. We have people already saying hello from Italy. And that it happens to be family members.
Who's listening now?
Giuseppe and
Giuseppe.
Oh, Giuseppe. What's up, buddy?
And Juicy. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao. By the way, we are not going to... I told them last year when they came here to Philadelphia that we were going to go to Italy and visit them this June. But now we can, and I haven't had a chance to tell them because I'm having my eye surgery.
Yeah.
Well, that's because my doctor scheduled June 4th for my eye surgery.
Getting rid of cancer is
I have cancer in my eye.
We both got one. Get on my damn team here, Robin.
So I should go to Italy with eye surgery.
A nice marinara.
Cancer?
It cures a lot, Tony. I mean,
ridiculous, man.
You've sampled the cuisine, Tone. I'm just saying, it cures a lot.
Listen, you don't think I want to be in Sicily in June?
Yeah, I think you do.
You're damn right I do. Now I can't go.
Now, Trey Cobain on...
Any relation to Kurt?
Not Kurt Cobain.
On Periscope is saying, pound it, pound it, pound it. So obviously San Francisco. It has to be a San Francisco guy.
Absolutely. By the way, I don't know how to turn on this stupid tablet here, Robin.
That's all right. We'll figure that out for you, Tony.
Well, I'd like to have my stuff on.
And then we are also on Facebook, as you well know.
Thanks to Switchboard.live.
Correct.
Once again, sending it out to the world. We could have been anywhere else, but you're here with us tonight. Kanye's not here with us tonight.
No, Kanye's in a whole other mess of trouble.
We're not doing any Kanye. We did it last week.
Slavery was an option. It's in the definition. It's not an option. It's being held against your will.
Do we have Rey Mysterio doing the 619?
No.
We have a request. Jorge Luis Diaz says, give her a Rey Mysterio 619. I don't remember Rey Mysterio dropping a 619.
No, I don't. Neither do I.
Ridiculous, man. Meanwhile, let's get down to the business.
Please.
So we're going to take your phone calls. We got the Kentucky Derby picks. I'm not going to release them all. I'm just giving you my preliminary. So you have already picked out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 live horses here out of 20.
See, now when Tony says live horses, that means 7 horses actually have a legitimate shot of finishing in the money. So
that's all that matters.
So what Tony's going to do is he's going to unsheath his 7 horses to keep an eye on and go to the betting window with. But he's not sure
I got good news for you because the man in the back, what's his name?
Jack in the back.
You know what I call him?
What?
My boy Jack. My boy Jack is one of the horses.
Okay.
And he's lively. And he's a 30-1 shot.
Well, I mean, in a 20-horse field, you got to put some bombs in there. You just have to, man.
I'm telling you, he won the Lexington Stakes at Keeneland. I guarantee you, he's not going to go off 30-1.
No,
especially once I release him as one of my superfecta picks tonight.
Well, when you move, the line moves.
Just like that. Meanwhile, speaking of just like that, the Washington Redskins cheerleader, you hear what I said to her a couple weeks ago when she wouldn't come to Costa Rica with me and posed topless?
What'd you say to her, Tony?
No, what she said to me.
How about that?
And I said, I'm not a sweet holder, but if that's what you want,
I mean, hey.
I'm not going to force you. But if you request it and you ask and you say nicely, I may do it.
Means I make a nice salad for those people who don't understand the Italian language.
Luigi made a nice salad tonight.
Yes, he did.
But Luigi's like the line cook in a restaurant.
That's right.
He's like the line cook. If you ever been, they have the people, the prep guys and girls in a restaurant. They want to do all the prep work, and they slice up the tomatoes and all the ingredients. And then the chef comes in this case, a line cook, and he just starts slapping everything together. And there's dirty pots, and everything's all over the kitchen, the stove, the floor.
But you just walked in that kitchen when you were down here. What did the kitchen look like?
I didn't even look in the kitchen.
It's spotless.
I heard Robin yelling about how...
I cleaned it all up.
All right, let me give you a roaring round of applause.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Listen, man, this was like DEFCON 5 over here. People need to eat. Show how to get ready to start. You're
Damn
prepping.
right.
Robin's down here fixing
I
some
was
audio
outside
stuff.
painting the stucco on the wall.
Yeah, man. Listen, man. San Quentin looks good right now.
It does, man.
Seriously, that is. People say.
Meek Mill will want to be held back there the next time he violates his bail. He says,
Yeah.
I want to be in the backyard.
See, like people in the suburbs in like cul-de-sacs, right?
Yeah.
They have like a common area,
Right.
the common space. Okay, in South Philadelphia, you come in my space, you're getting shot. That's what happens.
Even Tom's going to come back to my space in the
now
backyard.
that's breaking news right
Yeah,
there. If that
remember
ever
Tom?
happened. So-
Meanwhile, we'll have a Facebook update tonight, too.
There's an update on Facebook.
Big Facebook news.
What happened?
Well, I'll tell you later.
All right, thank you.
We got a lot of updates, too. We have a bra update.
Bruh.
We'll have a Des Bryant, nobody wants him update.
I know. How Des Bryant can't find work. Kind of world we living in, man.
And he didn't even kneel for the national anthem.
I know, man.
But no, according to Pro Football Talk, he's tested the market now for 3 weeks since he was released by the Cowboys, and he's not getting any feelers.
Yeah, well, I've been
not
testing
even
the market too. So
Well, everybody's testing the market.
he's not getting anyone reaching out to him whatsoever.
According to Pro Football Talk, that nobody's even making him an offer at any price. It's not about who's going to offer him a low ball to get things started.
Mm-hmm.
He's not getting it now. Maybe teams are waiting to see what's going on. The Eagles signed another receiver today.
Marcus Wheaton.
Now they have like 15 receivers in camp coming in.
Yeah, I know.
Actually, the Eagles have, you know how many receivers will be going into training camp?
66.
8.
All right, that's a lot.
8 wide receivers.
Will Bryce Treggs be out there again?
Yes, Bryce
Damn.
Treggs will be out there again. I'll give you the 8 wide receivers now. We mentioned Marcus Wheaton, who was a Steeler draft pick in 2013. He was at Oregon State, had a really good year. 2 years in, he had a good year. Solid year up there. Then he got hurt, and then he went to the Bears, and he kept getting different injuries. He had knee injury, a thumb injury. He had all kinds of injuries. And so the Bears released him. So now he's a free agent, and the Eagles said, hey, this guy had a good season. Let's bring him into camp. We got a lot of wide receivers, but who knows? Maybe if the guy goes back to form from a couple of years ago in Pittsburgh
You gotta
and he
steal.
stays healthy, you may have yourself another quality player.
It costs you nothing to bring him into camp.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
So they have Nelson Aguilar, obviously, Alshon Jeffrey, Mike Wallace, who they picked up as a free agent, Mac Hollins, obviously, from last year, Shelton Gibson. We always forget about Shelton Gibson.
Man, you never forget about
Not Debbie Gibson. She'll be in camp, too, this year, singing Only in My Dreams. Was that her song, Debbie Gibson? I mean, Alexa, who sang Only in My Dreams?
Only in My Dreams is by Debbie Gibson.
Oh, I told you. I know it even before I had to ask Alexa.
Do you
Remember
not-
I said Shelton Gibson, and then I said not Debbie Gibson, and she did Only in My Dreams, and then I asked Alexa, and she confirmed it immediately.
Do you not love having that?
I love that. Now I don't have to wait to see if Luigi or Robin can figure out a song that I forget every once in a while.
But here's the main question, though. Alexa, are you following Tony Bruno on Twitter?
Good question.
I don't know that.
Oh, well, say,
You better, honey.
I'm just saying.
You want to stick around on this damn podcast,
you better
follow me on Twitter. The hell's going on out there? Meanwhile, where was I?
Oh, we were talking about Marcus Wheaton.
Oh, yeah, Marcus Wheaton. So we got the, I saw Shelton Gibson.
Shelton Gibson.
And then after Shelton Gibson, you got Bryce Treggs.
He really is. I was making a joke.
And Greg Ward.
Greg Ward?
Yes. Not Burt Ward, of course, who was TV's Robin from the Batman series.
Not Charlie Ward.
Not Charlie Ward, no.
Wow.
Anyway.
Listen, if he stays in camp and he has a good camp, could he catch on as a fifth wide receiver? Yeah, of course. And I'm sure he can give you a play here or there. Like I said, it costs
Yeah,
you
we'll
nothing.
see.
But
Again,
Des Bryant, though, again, that's very interesting, man. I mean, our team's really waiting to see what happens at training camp to see what they have before it even. I mean, Des is up there. What's he, 36 now? I mean, he's getting a little old in the tooth, though, don't you think?
I don't know. I mean, the guy is still considered one of the top 10 receivers in the league, is he not?
No.
He's not top 10 anymore?
No, hell no, man. He's drops a lot of. Listen, this isn't 2009 Des anymore. He's fallen off a lot.
I heard all the rumors about Odell Beckham trying to get him to go with the Giants.
It would have made sense there. I mean, seriously, if you think about it, if you have Odell Beckham on one side and you have Sterling Shepard on the other, right? Those are two young wide receivers right there. It would be
Is Kevin Boss still the tight end
no,
up there?
Been going for a long time.
I'm just checking to see who the tight end is.
But if they were bringing Des Bryant to work the slot there, it would make a lot of sense for them. Seriously,
Absolutely.
it really would. So
He's going to have a job.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. He's not going to make the mucho dinero anymore.
No, like I said, it's not the old school Des Bryant anymore.
Damn right.
Rightfully so, man.
We got NBA action. Utah and Houston game 2.
Huge.
Rockets won by 14. The Jazz, by the way, stink on the road. 20-21 away from home. And oh, by the way, the Rockets are 34-7 at home. And this could be a quick series if the Utah Jazz can't get their acts together, like immediately, because they need to win. Another team that can't win on the road, and you know who that is? Well, that doesn't have anything to do with on the road. It's the fact that the Pelicans, yeah.
Yeah, but they went on the road to sweep the Blazers.
No, they did. That was easy. People forgot about that. But Steph comes back after 6 weeks off.
Yep.
Yeah, 6-week vacation.
Just popping threes like it was nothing, man.
Comes in off the bench and didn't even start and dropped 28. And it was a better game than game 1. And the Warriors are just the best team in basketball. Until proven otherwise, they win. And now they go to New Orleans. Actually, yeah, they go to New Orleans for game 3. That's on Friday night. Cleveland and Toronto in the East tomorrow night as well.
Did you see that game? Did you see game?
No, I
did you
didn't
see game 1? Tony, it was a great game last night. Toronto, again, had it. And listen, it was all LeBron James. LeBron James won game 1 by himself. He did that by himself. And the last 3 minutes of that game were incredible to watch, man. They really were.
I didn't have my timer set to put on the last 2 minutes of that game. I'll have to have Alexa.
Exactly, remind you.
Okay, she's listening, but I don't want to ask her too much. You gotta ease her in. You gotta ease her in slowly.
You gotta coax her in.
You just can't overwhelm. I guess you can. You can ask her like a million questions.
She just keeps
like if you're
She'll
lonely.
never get tired.
Say you're lonely one night, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're saying, Alexa, find me something good on Cinemax tonight.
You better be careful because she's always listening, brother.
Alexa, is there any softcore porn on Cinemax tonight?
I'd rather not answer that.
Oh, I didn't think so. Why not? The hell is this? I want commitment here.
Exactly.
I'd rather not answer that.
We need answers, goddammit.
That's what you're here for. I could have brought in some other stu-not chick to not answer any questions. Anyway.
You can't handle the
And the
truth.
Sixers in Boston, game 2. Guess what Brett Brown says the Sixers need to do in game 2 against the Celtics up in Boston?
Put in more effort. What?
No. Shoot more threes.
No.
Yes.
No, how about make some more threes?
No, well, he wants them to shoot more threes because they only shot like they were 5 for 26.
That was 18% from 3-point range.
But the answer is they didn't shoot enough threes. And basically, this team is pretty good at shooting threes unless they try to play defense like Marco Bellinelli and J.J. Redick tried to do the other night, or not Big Game Bob. You know, you met Big Game Bob, the real Big Game Bob, who is not Robert Covington, by the way.
No.
He will never be
shot
called.
Bob. It's not Robert Covington. All right? Robert Horry is Robert Horry, all right?
He was Big Shot Bob.
I have a funny little story about that. When we were in Houston for the Final Four and we met Robert Horry, and I was sitting there
Well,
talking
you
to
met him. I've known him a long time, pal.
Well, I met him is what I'm saying. I was talking
I
to him.
covered all those Laker teams for 11 years out there.
I was talking to him off air for a little bit, and I said, Robert, I got to ask you this question. I said, were any of these plays ever designed for you, kind of a thing? Like, is this like, was it ever like you were supposed to be like the guy who's going to take the shot at the end of the game? And he's like, to be honest with you, no. He goes, every time the ball got swung around, it just came to me. I looked up, there's no time left, and I shot it, and it went in every single time. That was it. He goes, I was always supposed to be the next pass, the guy to be passing on. That's it. He wasn't supposed to be taking the last shot. He
wasn't a guy you were afraid to pass it to.
He had no problem. He had no problem rising up and taking the shot. And that's what I said to him. I said, was it, were you confident taking? He's like, yeah. Every time I looked up, he's like, I knew it was going to go every time I let it go.
That's why he's Big Shot Bob.
Yeah, right, man.
Unlike Robert Covington, who just needs to keep shooting the ball.
Here's a funny stat about this because Tony, I know we love analytics on this program.
Oh yeah.
The Sixers starting 5 was a combined minus 60 for the plus minus. Their starters were minus 60. The only player of the starting 5 who was not in the negative was J.J. Redick, who was even for his plus minus. That's horrible, man.
It is horrible.
Really,
they
really
lost
bad.
the game, and if they don't play better, they're going to lose. And and I'm not going to get into the Fultz and Tatum thing. I mean, it's obvious. The Sixers made the bad decision because not only did they want the number 1 pick and go after Fultz, sort of like the Jahlil Okafor situation, except they didn't have to trade the house to go up to get him.
Right.
He fell into their laps and they took him. Fultz was there, but so was Tatum at 3. They had the 3, so they give up another number 1 pick. And I know they're going to blame the Colangelos on this because it wasn't Sam Hinkie.
Mm-hmm.
The bottom line is Hinkie made some picks too that were bad, and then they had to go out and have another bad season and hope to win the lottery again. And they got Ben Simmons with the number 1 pick that they earned, and they won the lottery and they got him. But last year, Danny Ainge, and I'm not giving up on Fultz, but let me just say this. You have the number 1 overall pick in the draft, and he doesn't even sniff the court in the finals, in the NBA playoffs. Not in the finals, in the NBA playoffs. You're afraid to put in the number 1 overall pick. How are you not saying, so now they got a dilemma. If he doesn't play at all in the postseason, what do you do? Because next year they've got to make sure, next year Ben Simmons, they've got to max deal him.
Oh, yeah, he's getting maxed out.
Okay,
yeah.
But then you got Dario Saric. What do you do with him next year?
Well,
you're not max dealing him.
No, you're not max dealing him, but that's one of those guys who potentially could be getting moved for a trade if something opens up. But the thing...
All of a sudden, and Bellinelli's a free agent, and J.J. Redick's a free agent.
But these are guys that if the team is on the cusp, you're talking about older veterans and J.J. and Marco Bellinelli, who would come back for a little lesser to stay with to get a chance for the...
Yeah, you would think.
Right.
But the point is, these guys were impact players. Bellinelli's been an impact player, and J.J. Redick was a tremendous signing.
No doubt about it.
But if those guys aren't here, and then you got Fultz hanging in limbo in the offseason, I could go play Summer League. No. Bottom line is, your number 1 overall pick, this isn't the case like with Embiid, who you knew was hurt, and you were willing to sit a couple of years and wait for him. Fultz was the number 1 pick. He wasn't hurt when you drafted him. He wasn't a question mark when you drafted him.
When he got drafted, it was the draft experts literally said it's Markelle Fultz, and then everyone, and then
they said the same thing about Jahlil Okafor.
Right, but they said it's Markelle Fultz and then everyone else, and people were on the fence because again, no one was here. No one was pegging Donovan Mitchell. No one was because no one was. So it was. Do you take Tatum or do you take Fultz? You take Tatum. Do you take Fultz? Fultz made more sense with everything they have going on as far as
I understand that, and I'm not saying they made a horrible pick. I'm saying now a season they can't pull the same thing they did with Ben Simmons.
Oh no, hell no!
Next year he'll be a rookie. No, he's not going to be a rookie. He's played 14 games, and he's not a rookie.
No, he needs to be out there. And what's called Monday's game. If you're Brett Brown and you're witnessing Bellinelli and Redick left on an island against Tatum and they can't do anything, and Terry Rozier is tearing you up on the perimeter, you go to the bench and you pick Markelle Fultz up and you say, Markelle, go in there and just get in that guy's pocket for 14 minutes. Take a couple fouls, go run around, go play some defense. He gives you athleticism out there, stuff that Bellinelli and Redick can't do because they're just, they're hampered by that. It's not their game. But if you put Fultz...
Are you saying they're slower white guys?
I'm not saying they're slower white guys, but they're slower white guys. Yeah. So what I'm saying is if you put...
Bellinelli count as a white guy since he's Italian?
Nah, he's European.
I think he counts as a white guy.
I don't know. A lot of Italians that aren't really white.
Yeah, but I mean, when you're
I hate to play the race card here.
When you're filling out a application, he doesn't get to put any ethnicity down. He has to put Caucasian.
Well, he's a Caucasian.
What do you mean?
That would be considered white.
And J.J. Redick is definitely white.
Yeah, Redick is white. But if you...
Is he white trash, though?
No, he's not white trash. Well,
he went to Duke, though, so he's not white trash.
He's his fade. He got to get his haircut every day. Seriously, he gets his haircut more than I do. The thing is, though, is that with Fultz, I agree with you, and a lot of other people are starting to say it, too. It's like, they're all looking around going, why are you not putting him out there at least for defensive purposes? Just go bother someone. You know what I mean? Go out there and just try to slow Rozier down. Maybe take a few of these fouls away from Redick and Bellinelli. Because you're going to expend the energy of both of these players out in game 1.
All right, enough about game 1. They better win game 2. They got to win in Boston.
They're going to win in Boston. They're also, don't forget about the fact that they're the lower seed. So if you're the lower seed, you're 4 playing 2. If you're on the road to start the series, all you want to do is split.
Yeah, I know. I said they have to win in Boston.
They'll be fine.
They have to win in Boston.
They'll be fine.
Lauren Hopkin on the Facebook feed says the best way to troll Alexa is to ask her where to hide a body. Alexa, where do you hide a body?
Call the police.
Why would I call the police?
Yeah, that's like the opposite of what you would want to do if you were trying to hide a body. Alexa, I don't want to call the police, so where should I hide a body?
Sorry, I'm not sure.
She's really not that great.
She's non-committal.
No.
The Magic 8 Ball gives better responses.
Yeah.
They're more vague. check back later.
Right, outcome.
Or cash me outside. How about that?
Exactly.
Alexa, what's my horoscope?
L horoscopes by the Astro Twins. What sign do you want the horoscope for?
The Astro Twins. Don't they play? Is that Jose Altuve?
That's the Yin Yang Twins.
The Yin Yang Twins.
Let's try again.
Alexa, I want the horoscope for Sagittarius.
Really?
L horoscopes by the Astro Twins. Sagittarius, May 2, 2018. With the moon shimmering in Sagittarius, you'll want to shut out the demands of the world so you can give full focus to a personal project. But don't get tunnel vision, Archer. Make sure you're still meeting other deadlines and keeping the rest of your life afloat. That being said, Mercury's beam from your passionate fifth house is shining a spotlight on your creative spirit.
I got your Mercury's beam right here, honey.
Make sure to carve out at least a couple hours to work on that.
This is way too long.
Project. Focusing on fun will
Yeah.
give you the energy.
Alexa,
Ain't
stop.
nobody got time for that, Alexa.
Hey, shut the fuck up.
Alexa, you're done. All right.
Mercury's beam. I got your beam right here. Jim beam upstairs. It's ridiculous.
Lauren says that she used to be more fun.
What the hell happened to her?
Alexa, did you used to be more fun?
Sorry, I don't know that.
Wow.
She sucks, man.
See-
Alexa needs a drink. Is what
Well,
Alexa
first
needs.
of all, she has not learned your guys' voices yet.
Your guys's?
Your guys'
You did it again, Robin.
It
Do
is
Luigi.
because it is mine. It is going to be part of the American language.
Max Power checks in and says, no porn, no murder, probably hates drugs, too. F her.
Exactly. she's not part of this show. She's not part of this show. Not my Alexa. That's not my Alexa right there.
By the way, we have open lines. I want to hear from you.
And phone lines are lit up already.
They are?
They are. We can go
I
to the
saw
phone.
Jack tweeted the phone number out.
Well, you know who's on the line right now?
Who is?
A Facebook. This guy, he's
No. He is probably Miss Robin's #1 fan.
Yeah, that's where I'm kind of hesitant going
Yes.
to him right now. That's the,
He's Miss Robin's #1 fan, and I would love to go because he actually has a hard time. He lives in a situation kind of like Jose does.
Understood.
So he has to get special permission to use the phone, and so we should
Go to him
allow
immediately.
him so that he doesn't lose out on phone
Right, but if he
privileges.
starts taking your side 1 second, well, I'm cutting him short. I got to do it. Let's go to Mickey Delaney.
Not
Hey,
Dana
what's up,
Delaney.
Tony?
Hey, how are you, Mickey?
What's up, Tony? How you doing?
Beautiful, man. How you doing tonight, Mick?
Good. Hey, Miss Robin.
Hi, Mickey. How are you?
Good. How you?
I'm good. So, did you have a question for us?
No, I just wanted to say hi and what's up, yo?
What up, yo?
What up, Mickey?
And hey, I guess I have to say hi to Luigi too.
You don't really have to, though.
Yeah, you don't-
How about okay, fine. I won't say hi to you. But hey, I just want to say I like the show. I listen to the show every time I can, and I share the show every Wednesday if I can.
Well, we
That's
certainly
awesome.
appreciate it, Mickey, and thank you so much. And we're happy that you were able to get on the line with us.
Okay, have a good night, Robin.
Thank
you
you,
as
Mickey.
well. Bye, Mickey.
Thank you, Mickey.
We got to play a little bit of.
Hey, Mickey, you're so fine.
You know who did that? Don't ask Alexa. Let me see if you know.
It was a girl.
I'll give you a hint. Her first name was Tony.
Tony.
Was it Tony?
No, it wasn't Tony.
Alexa, who did Hey Mickey, You're So Fine?
Sorry, I don't know that one.
What? Even Alexa doesn't know it,
It
Tony.
was Tony Basil.
Oh.
Remember Tony Basil?
I remember Tony Basil.
Crank that up if you see if you can find it.
I can find it for you. That's no problem.
Tony Basil.
No, I
believe
think
it
you
was.
have to. You asked. You said who did.
Oh, who sang?
Yeah, you have to say who sang.
I don't know how to work
because then
this
she's
chick.
thinking you're asking about.
I usually
sex.
buy him a drink first and
Right,
then
exactly.
I take it from
All
there.
these electronics now are involved. I go to the old Cosby route. You know what
You
I'm saying?
have to be specific. So if I said it again, as I said, "Hey Alexa, who sang
The song Hey
the song
Mickey.
Hey Mickey?"
Here's something I found on Wikipedia. Disney sing-along.
I don't need you, Alexa.
There's a video-
Alexa, stop talking. He said goodbye to everyone but you and me.
I know.
He just said goodbye, Robin, 3 times. This is the worst song ever.
Oh, you know what? You are just in a foul mood tonight.
I'm in a foul mood because I don't think this song is appropriate.
She
It's the
was
worst
dressed
song
as
ever.
a cheerleader.
No, I'm just saying.
Remember the
I'm saying it's not appropriate.
And
It
she
sucks.
wasn't a Washington Redskin cheerleader either.
No, hell no.
See?
She'd be wearing a hell of a lot less if she was.
Other people on Periscope and Facebook, they all know who this was immediately.
Tony Basil.
Yes.
How could I not forget that? I love basil.
And
I have
your name's
basil. I
Tony.
have basil carcinoma, right? In my eye, which is a form of cancer.
This song is so bad.
It is a terrible song.
It is.
I'm done with
actually.
it.
Oh, all right.
It's all right, Tony.
I just wanted to play that for Mickey. I couldn't think of any other Mickey songs.
What are you talking about? Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, man.
No. How about we ask Alexa? Alexa, what songs have the word Mickey in the title?
Sorry, something went wrong.
Oh, well, screw you.
Alexa's really stinking the joint up tonight.
Someone in that control room is out of control.
I don't know that.
I can't believe it. She's on a longer offer than Carlos Santana for the Phillies was until he got a double the other night.
But he just flew out earlier. So.
Oh, okay. Does he have a home run yet?
I think he has one. But let me double check that because I really haven't been keeping track of it.
Wait a minute. Let me ask Alexa, how many home runs does Phillies first baseman Carlos Santana have in 2018? Sport question. I knew I'd stump her.
I don't think she actually got it.
She's not getting anything tonight. And if she were a real woman, she wouldn't be getting anything after the show either. It's a joke. She better know where my TV channels are. That's all I care about.
He's got 2.
He's got 2 home runs?
2 home runs.
All right.
Dos home runos.
Beautiful. I don't believe that's how you say it in Spanish.
Dennis Taylor said, Luigi, you're a loser. Why am I a loser? What did I do?
Just,
Does he hang out with me during the day? Is that how he got this kind of knowledge? Is that how it is? Because I really am a loser. That's why.
People are giving me their picks right now. But
no. Listen,
I'm not giving them out.
People get really heavy into the Kentucky Derby.
I love the Kentucky
You
Derby.
and me both, Tony. There's something beautiful about the Kentucky Derby, and we love it. It's called cash because we usually
Straight cash, homie.
Damn right. So we mentioned the fact that that Dez wasn't getting a sniff from any NFL team. We got into started talking about the NBA a little bit. Right.
By the way, I got to rip Ticketmaster. I know it's a thing to do. You heard about the Eagles' tickets for London, right?
No.
You know, they're playing a game in London against the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's a Week 8 game. The date is determined. They just announced it 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
So Ticketmaster UK said that they were going to start selling tickets to the game on October 28th at Wembley Stadium, Eagles-Jaguars, on Tuesday morning, May 1st. Was it May 1st? Yeah. Tuesday was May 1st. Mm-hmm. At 10 a.m. London time, which is 5 a.m. Eastern time. So people got up early in the morning here to get online before 5 o'clock to go to Ticketmaster UK, and there's like 85,000 seats in this stadium.
Right, it's huge.
So you figure if you get online at 5 a.m.,
you're probably going to get a seat in the house, right?
You're going to get. You would think you're going to get a seat, even though there was unprecedented demand.
Because the Super Bowl champions are coming to town.
Well, they're not coming to town. You're going to their town.
That's what I'm.
You're
You know what I
to-
meant, though. They're going to the UK. They're going to London.
People were complaining that as soon as they got on, they were told, sit tight. I'm reading some of the quotes. The first thing people got was, sit tight. We're securing your tickets right now.
Oh, beautiful.
And so you stay in the queue. And then they told people, don't get off the queue, log out, and try to get back on because you'll lose your line, your place in line.
Right, but I got my 2 tickets ready to rock and roll.
You would think.
Okay.
But then, as they stayed online, by 10:03, it went up. Tickets are currently not available. So from 10 o'clock, where it says "sit tight," we're securing your tickets to 10:03. There were no tickets available. What the hell happened?
And credit cards weren't approved for European purchases either.
Exactly. So some people said they got tickets, but then when they tried to pay for them with an American credit card, they were rejected. So then they couldn't get back in line and try to buy more because they were all gone.
That's an outrage.
So now, obviously, some people got them because there's an aftermarket already out there. And people are selling, one site is selling tickets. These are obviously primo seats.
Go for it.
$6,300. For what? to go watch the Eagles and Jaguars, not counting airfare, hotels, overpriced everything. London is one of the most expensive cities on earth. You're going to drop 10 grand to go watch a football game in London?
Hell no.
First of all, London's overrated, with all due respect. I've been to London. I wouldn't go there if they gave me a free plane ticket. I wouldn't go to London
No,
right now.
I would go there if everything was free. But to pay to go there right now, no.
Absolutely not. To pay the ridiculous airfares, to pay for the food, which, by the way, is terrible.
It's not that great, no.
And warm beer and all the other problems. Listen, London's a beautiful city. I've been there. But I wouldn't go there now. Screw London. And screw that game. I'm going to have to get up too early to watch it anyway. No, actually, I get up later because that game's 5 hours past, 6 hours after our time, right?
That's insanity, man.
It starts later here. It still starts in the morning, but it will be later here.
Wait. What time does it start there?
I don't know what time the game starts.
It's a 9 o'clock our time.
So it's a 9 a.m. start?
I found some packages here.
You did?
Yes. Eagles versus Jacksonville Jaguars. $1,900 a person.
That's airfare?
This is what you get. You get round trip, meet and greet, airport transfer. You get 4 nights, Thursday to Monday, at the Novotel Wembley of the Novotel Wembley of the Park Plaza in Westminster.
Mm-hmm.
The game will be October
28th.
October 28th. Extra nice, blah, 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 blah. You get a full English breakfast daily, which is better than a Portuguese breakfast because that's involves.
You know
a
what a
coffee
full
table.
English breakfast is?
Yeah, it's blood sausage. It's
no.
eggs. Yeah, that's what it is.
It's coffee and a couple of stinking muffins.
Yeah, they have crumpets. And,
Crumpets, that's what it is.
A full English breakfast is seriously. It's blood sausage.
Is it really?
Yeah, look it up. I'll tell you exactly. You'll see what it is.
Wait a minute, let me ask Alexa.
It's a particular
Alexa,
thing.
what is a full English breakfast?
A full breakfast is a breakfast meal that typically includes bacon, sausages, eggs, and a beverage such as coffee or tea.
That's just regular breakfast. A full English breakfast.
A full breakfast in England.
We gotta say Alexa.
You have to say
first.
Alexa.
Alexa, what is a full breakfast in England?
Here's something I found on Wikipedia. In England, it is usually referred to as a full English breakfast or fry up.
Alexa, what the hell's in it?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Anyway, you get a full English breakfast daily. You get the welcome reception at your hotel. That's where you receive.
Who's welcoming you, Dave Spadaro?
Doesn't matter. You get Wembley tailgate. You get a tailgate party. You get lower level game ticket for the Eagles Jacksonville. You get a 2-day hop on hop off sightseeing tour.
That's on those double decker buses, the original real ones.
So they put you basically on that. Okay, then you get the London 2 pass. You get post game pizza party.
Wow, that's a good deal there.
But wait, they provide the pizza and the cash bar. Enjoy the company of other football fans. Continue the party and watch the game. That's sure you get on-site tour host, all taxes and fees. $1,900, soup to nuts, bro.
Is that per person?
Per person.
That's
for $2,400. That's for but then there's a $2,400 special, which is kicks it up a little better.
Washington Redskin cheerleaders go out and pose naked topless with you?
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
So it's not that bad. So for $3,000, I don't know. What do you think?
That's a lot of money for a regular season football.
That's a lot
game.
of quiche, man.
Yes, it is. And that's the midway point of the season. But people want to go. I'm not telling you not to go. You can spend $1 million if you want.
I don't know if I'm gonna go to Europe. London would probably not be my first. My first.
I like London in the rain, which is pretty much every day.
Now I
like Holland, Amsterdam, and London, 2 places, and Scotland. Even though there's beautiful places there, the weather sucks.
Not always, Tony. That you have a completely wrong.
Every time I see a show on Amsterdam,
That is so
it's
baloney.
raining. I was watching one the other night.
Baloney.
Okay. Alexa, how many days does it rain in Amsterdam?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Alexa, how many average days of rain do they get in Amsterdam?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
I'm going to pick that bitch up, and I'm going to throw her right out into the street on 13th Street where they're going to, and one of those rolling paver trucks comes over, the rollers that roll the asphalt smooth.
217 days a year in Amsterdam.
To be fair.
To be fair about what?
We just got the Echo Dot, and I haven't downloaded all the programs yet.
Oh, you have to download Wikipedia?
Yeah, there's a lot.
Wait, Chris Bruno is
There's
outside.
a lot of stuff. By the way, I want to let everybody know that is on online right now in the chat rooms. If you want to call, it doesn't have to be just about sports. You can call about anything. Specifically, Versavice on Periscope said that they don't know about sports, but they want to call in.
Yeah,
and you
can
call
about anything.
What's up, ask life questions.
We talk about anything, everything, and nothing.
So Tony, so quick update on the full English breakfast includes bacon, traditionally back bacon, fried, poached or scrambled eggs, fried or grilled tomatoes, fried mushrooms, fried bread or butter toast, and sausages, also called bangers. Black pudding and baked beans are also often included.
Wait a minute, we have a special guest that is just in the house.
I told
now.
you bangers.
Smoothie delivery.
Oh, you got smoothies?
Smoothies.
Oh, Chris Bruno, Mr. Smoothie himself, Mr. Maui Wowie.
Forget Mr. Softy. This is Mr. Smoothie in the house.
Maui Wowie of Delaware.
Correct. That is correct.
Chris is just getting back. Actually, let's get Alexa the hell out of here. Let's open that seat there, Chris.
Yeah.
Open that beautiful Walmart.
Alexa, go kick rocks.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with
All right, get Alexa out of here.
She's out of
here. Who's going to win the NBA championship yet?
No, we didn't. Let me ask her one last question. Alexa, who's going to win the 2018 NBA championship?
Sorry, I don't have a prediction for that.
All right, let's give you one more. Let's get her something useful. Alexa, tell me a joke.
What's the internal temperature of a tauntaun?
I don't know. What is the internal temperature?
She just said it.
Oh,
of a what?
Alexa, tell me a good joke.
Why did the cookie buy a self-help book? He had a chip on his shoulder.
Just unplug her and throw her in the sewer.
No.
No.
I'm glad I got it for half price because I wasn't paying $50 for that. If I'm going to have a chick talk to me for $50, she's better give me more than that.
You pay $25. I get you more for $25 than that. Are you kidding me, Tone? Are you kidding?
I don't want
done.
Ladies and gentlemen, he has entered the building at this particular time. Can you hear it? Oh, he's not plugged in.
No, he's not plugged in.
Oh, man.
He unplugged it because we wanted to make it look like Alexa was actually on the microphone.
Oh, okay.
That's all right. We're standing right here, though, so we can hear.
Yeah, I'm good.
Unless we play a sound effect and screw them up.
You're
Ladies
good.
and gentlemen, you know I have 3 kids. My oldest son is AJ, Anthony Joseph Jr. And then my middle son, who's the troubled one. Actually, he's not.
No, I don't think he's the troubled. He gave you trouble, but
I gave everyone trouble.
he gave everybody trouble.
He used to call in to the end of the night show when we were out in L.A.
But I think
From the hot tub.
I think the
From
trouble
the hot
that he
time machine, absolutely.
I think the trouble that he gave you was well deserved.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put your hands together. Not for Alexa. I've shut her down. For the great Chris Bruno, from all the way from Delaware. Actually went to St. Joe's today.
Bruno, is that the last? That's your kid, right?
Yes. Okay. He went to, by the way, is the Hawk dead?
I didn't see him today.
You got to get close. Get that stupid phone out of the way and pull that mic close.
Wait a minute. You're the son of a great a legendary broadcaster. Doesn't know how to talk into a microphone?
We did this last time. I don't want to get my mouth too close to the microphone. I don't know what's on it.
It's fine.
On your mouth or on the microphone? Those
whichever.
microphones are sanitized every week.
Every single week.
We clean them weekly.
I believe that, absolutely.
Well, if you believe that one, Chris, we'll
So
tell you.
now Chris, of course, has a smoothie business.
That's true.
And he goes all over the place.
And
he
they
does
are
everything.
Also true.
They are the best smoothies ever. And
So you
know,
brought some smoothies and you have them upstairs?
Absolutely.
What flavors did you bring?
As long as you have ice.
Yeah, we have ice.
We have ice.
I figured you'd have
You know what
ice.
else we have? We also have tequila, and tequila goes
There you
very
go.
good inside
Yes.
of this.
And vodka.
What do you call it?
I even brought my Vitamix.
You brought your
course,
professional
it's smoothies
We have
on
a
the go.
professional Vitamix here too, but not your
Smoothie delivery.
Beautiful.
Yeah, but where the hell did you park? That's the
Yeah,
that's
where'd
the
I had to park on Passyunk.
Okay.
Then did you bring the what did you bring?
The truck, because I needed it today.
So how you didn't tow your little vehicle?
No.
So you set up inside?
No, it was outside. It was just a little catering event.
Ah, okay. Was Phil Martelli there?
I didn't see him.
Was LeBron James' stepdad there?
Yeah, they asked me if the smoothies will be here every day if he comes here next year.
Wow.
Was Chip Kelly in the house?
Was Chip Kelly with the
if it's a smoothie event, he's in
Now
town. Right?
he didn't get my LeBron James stepdad joke.
No.
Who didn't?
Delonte West.
I did, yeah.
Delonte West.
Oh, no. I thought you were talking about the LeBron.
No, not LeBron coming to the
Philly
Sixers. Delonte West, who was the last good team that Phil Martelli had when he had
Jameer Nelson.
He had Jameer Nelson and Delonte West, the two outstanding guards, when they made a deep run into the NCAA tournament.
Against Michigan State, I believe.
Exactly right. Was it against? Did they lose to Michigan
They
State?
lost to Izzo.
Yeah.
To Tom Izzo.
They lost to Izzo.
Was that Mateen Cleaves, I believe?
Was that the McLean teams?
Yep.
I saw actually the Temple Owls beat that team at the old.
Yeah, we were there.
Chris was with me that night.
Here's a funny story about Mateen Cleaves. I was actually, he was at the charity basketball game we were playing.
Who?
With Jervis. That was Mateen Cleaves.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, that was.
I think I actually saw him setting up a couple of the inflatables today.
That's what
too.
I mean. Mateen Cleaves is a local guy. He stays local, man.
But he wasn't at the charity basketball
Yes, he
game. I
was.
was the MC. I would have
know.
known
You
it.
forgot to announce me.
I forgot to announce you, but I would have remembered Mateen Cleaves.
He showed up late, Tony.
Jermaine Jones was there. I recognize him. He's a 7-footer.
Yeah, the thriller from Camilla.
Exactly. But anyway, so Chris is here. So you did. What did you do at St. Joseph's University up on City Line Avenue today?
It was on City Line. They had some sort of spring event where they
Spring Awakening?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
No, I think they have that. Robin does that. The Spring
Was
Awakening.
it for the National Signing Day for the college
Yes,
kids?
that's-
Because that was Temple's big thing today. Today's National Signing
Yes,
Day. There was a lot of celebrities that showed up.
Michelle Obama was at Temple, and
Bradley Cooper was in the
Bradley
house.
Cooper was there, and of course America's house guest from The Roots.
Oh, Questlove.
Questlove was there. He's everywhere.
You know who wasn't there? Bill Cosby wasn't there.
They yanked his honorary degree.
they did.
you know.
Yeah, I saw that.
And
so did all these other colleges.
It's crazy, man. And he's done millions of dollars for that school, man.
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when you're convicted
I know,
of
it kinda all
something,
goes
it's
away.
like,
Yeah, all the
especially
goodwill kinda goes away,
Especially if it's an honorary degree. Like, if he actually deserved the degree, if he had
They
gone to
can't
all the
take a
classes,
degree
you
away
can't take
from
that
you.
away from you.
They
But
could just take a building away from you like Villanova did in the DuPont Pavilion.
Right.
When Mr. DuPont got in trouble with the wrestling scandal.
Yes.
And they just stripped the name from the building completely. Even though his family donated all the money to build it.
We'll take the money, but
Well, and he never went to jail for that either.
No, he didn't. You're
No,
right.
They were able to just clean it off somehow.
So today was the National Signing Day.
Yep.
Kids decided
Right.
which school they were going to. And at Temple, they had the big celebration there with the former First Lady Michelle Obama in the house. It was like 6,000 people in the in the building.
That is not what this was. This was they just have us out there a couple times a year for students to let them know where some of their money goes when they pay tuition.
Oh, so they didn't have to pay for this movie? The
No,
school
it's-
paid for it?
Yeah, of course, absolutely.
nice.
Beautiful. I didn't have to pay for it, did I?
Right? No, you don't. I'll
I'm
send
tired
you
of
the
paying.
bill.
I'm tired of paying for school kids I don't have anymore.
The parking authority said they got you.
Yeah, they got me, and so did the. I understand the city now is missing $33 million. Did you see that story?
how do you lose $33 million?
I don't know. Ask the mayor.
I would like to try. I would certainly
Give
like
me $1
to
million
try.
and I'll try to lose it quickly. I'll go down to the Kentucky Derby myself and bet it down there at Churchill Downs in the press box. You know you can bet in the press box at Churchill Downs?
Can you really?
It's the only sporting event because I've been there
Hey,
and
what,
I was
do you
in
think?
the,
They think writers don't bet? Come on, man.
But that was the craziest thing when I was in there when I was at the Derby the last time. I'm in the press box and you turn around and there's pari-mutuel
Tony's
windows.
like, is this heaven?
And I'm like, dude, I don't even have to leave and go try to bet on the race.
Is this heaven? Just reach by and throw 20 in the OTB.
Boom.
You're good to
No,
go.
the live people. There's no stupid machines.
Oh, they
It's
have
all
live people in the press box over there?
Absolutely.
They don't have any automated machines over there?
Not in
Churchill
the
Downs?
press box. Not for the weasel
Oh, okay.
press people.
Just asking, man.
You think they're going to go through a machine?
Well,
They
why
want
not?
live action, man. Who doesn't want
money.
live action? But anyway, so Chris was there. Now, the smoothies don't have, so you have to mix the smoothies.
Yeah,
in.
we blend them on site.
Oh, okay. So I thought you had leftover product and you were just bringing it here for the schifozos.
Oh, I have leftover mix to
Mix,
for
but
you
not the
guys.
ice to make
right,
it.
No, yeah.
Now, what flavors do you have
Right,
tonight for us?
Tonight I have our black raspberry I brought, which is
Ooh, I love that one.
and then I brought my our new tropical fruit, which is dairy free, but you wouldn't know it if you tried
Really?
it. Yeah. It's a coconut base. It's very good.
I love a coconut.
I love it already.
You put the lime in the coconut,
Yeah.
don't you?
Yes.
Love a coconut. Can we get some smoothie action in the second hour? Can we do that?
Yeah,
Yes,
Chris
we
is
can.
going
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Now,
I got to get the ice.
we-
We only have what's in our ice.
We don't need a
container.
ton of ice.
Okay.
it's
I
more
brought
than
everything. You need cups. I think you might have some cups around.
We have plenty of
I
cups.
think
Yeah.
it
What kind of
Has a red
additives
solo
do you have
cups.
for the smoothies?
It's all
Today I
natural.
didn't bring the protein or the energy. I think you guys had enough.
You didn't. You don't. What? You wanted an extra boost
Yeah,
shot?
man, throw a little protein shot.
Chris
in there.
doesn't do that. Do you
Yes,
do the
he
shots,
does.
right?
For certain events, absolutely.
What kind of shot? I don't mean alcoholic shots. I mean like
Right,
protein.
protein. We have energy. We have a couple different ones. We even have like a hangover one.
Dude.
Yeah, the whole
Would
gamut.
you put a raw egg in there, right?
Right, yeah, absolutely.
And now for select occasions, Chris also does alcohol.
Oh, absolutely.
That's what I was getting
smoothies.
into. Is that he also does the dirty smoothie?
Yeah.
What do you call those?
Those we call them smoothies to go, or there's a couple different names. Smoothies with alcohol, smoothies at party, whatever you want to call them.
I like
boozy.
dirty.
How about some boozies?
Yeah,
Boozies.
Boozies.
Boozy. It is a very good job, Tony Bruno.
That's what I do. That's why.
Now,
Somebody get on the
What do you think I have a podcast?
That's why you are who you are.
speaking of good job,
Yes.
we have a longtime fan that would like to check in.
We do?
From Amarillo, Texas.
Amarillo, Texas.
I got food
Hello.
poisoning there.
You got food
Hi.
poisoning in Amarillo?
Did yes, I did.
But
What did you
let's-
eat? An armadillo in Amarillo?
Let's speak.
Bad
to the guest.
armadillo meat down there, boy.
Let's go
Gotta
to
watch that
Kyle.
stuff.
Let's go to Kyle.
Hey, Kyle, how are you, man?
We got deep. Hey, Tony, I'm doing good, buddy. How are you?
Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Chris, you got it. Chris has got a. My son Chris is here. We got to plug him in. Where's the end of that thing? You got to look for the end.
No, I can't. There's no other room.
There's no room for it. We don't have it.
All right, just plug him in. Plug him in. He'll plug you in. Don't worry about it. All right, now, my son Chris says he was in Amarillo, and he had food poisoning.
Food poisoning? Where did he go eat?
Where did you eat, Chris?
I still got nothing.
Oh, okay.
Working on it.
Well, I'm asking you a question. You heard
All
the
right,
question.
yes,
Where
absolutely.
did you eat?
It was one of those terrible. It was a local place. I don't remember the name of it.
Local food in Texas
Yeah,
was bad?
We were driving through. My friend JR and I.
Was it a food? Was it a
If you
chain?
go any,
No, it was right off.
if
What
it
is
was
that?
anything
Runs right
other
across.
Than
We
barbecue, anything other than
I was
barbecue,
lit for a second.
It's no good.
We were driving straight across from California. We went out to visit you, and then we were
okay.
driving home. So whatever that is, right in Amarillo, there, it was just some local place.
It's an outrage.
Well,
I know.
I'm telling you, you've got to get the barbecue or you get steak. The best damn barbecue or steak you ever have. Sorry, Philly, but I'm telling you, we got the best steak in the entire.
Well, we
country.
don't. No, well, cheesesteaks are different. Now, you're talking about real like Texas steak,
Right, beef, yeah.
steer,
Yeah,
beef.
no.
I mean,
You want
cheesesteaks
some
are made
real
out of
meat.
beef, but it's not like a steak, and it's not like barbecue. There's good barbecue here, but you're
Right, no.
absolutely right. The best barbecue is in
Kansas City.
Texas, Kansas City.
We have
The meats. We definitely
Yeah.
have the meats.
You want your real meat? You come down to Texas with the big boys. You know what I mean?
Damn right.
Well,
I've had
anyway,
all
Tony,
kinds of good meat in
I've,
Texas. Let me tell you right now. San
yeah,
Antonio,
I
Dallas,
know you
Houston.
like meat, Tony.
Absolutely. I've had some prime. I've had some
Well-
USDA choice. Not even prime. No, prime is better, right? What's the ultimate? Is it prime?
Kobe.
Yeah, prime's better.
No, Kobe's
No,
different.
prime
That's
is
it.
better.
Prime is better than choice. Choice is just like Acme
It goes
steak.
prime, choice, 4 other ones, and then Philly cheesesteak steak.
Exactly.
Yep, that's right. Well, Tony, there's a guy from Indianapolis that says he called in the show when he was 12, right?
Yes,
Is that right?
that's right.
Okay, so when I was in high school in Texas, I would go to bed. I actually lived in Lubbock, where Texas Tech is, and
Mhm.
I listened to you every night. And I actually called one time when you were still in the Bay Area, and I wanted to talk to you about some of the UFC fights. And I got like 10 seconds in, and I'm like, man, my man Tony's just cut me off after 10 seconds. I was really upset. Found out you had a podcast, and man, I love it. I love listening every week, and so I just had to give my shout out, man. It's been an honor to listen to you every day, or every week, I should say. But man, I love you down here, brother. You got fans down here in Texas too.
Well, thank you, man. I mean, your dog is happy too now. What's your dog? What kind of dog is it?
Yeah, he's an Australian Shepherd. Randall, come here.
Oh, those are the
He's,
best.
yeah,
Oh,
he's
we
a
love
Randall.
That's a
Aussies.
name, man.
Australian Shepherds are the best, aren't
Yeah,
they?
Oh, they're one of the smartest breeds, and they're fantastic.
And it's named
temperaments.
after a great quarterback for the Eagles.
Did you name
Good
it
job.
after Randall Cunningham? He played in Vegas, so he didn't play at TCU
Yeah, no, you.
or Texas Tech.
He
you
picked
seen
him
the
up from
show
his
This Is
marble
Us,
farm.
right?
What's that?
You seen the show This Is Us, right?
This Is Us? No,
Yes,
Robin watches
I
that.
watch it religiously.
Is it a religious
Well,
show?
so he was a rescue dog, and his name was Kyle, like myself, and we were like, well, we can't have two Kyles. My now wife, she was like, well, what about Randall from This Is Us? Because they had
okay.
Kyle change the name to Randall, so now it's Randall. So
I love it.
Cunningham.
he's
Got it.
about a year old. He's a good pup.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
they're awesome
I'll
dogs.
tweet you. I follow you on Twitter. I'll tweet you a pic of him. He's a great looking dog.
Well, that's great, man. Now, my son Chris, while speaking of dogs, he has a rescue for senior dogs. He and his wife Erica, and they do a great job. How many dogs you have now, Chris?
I don't know if we can say on the air.
Why not?
Because in the state, you don't want to get in trouble for how many dogs.
Trying
we
to
have on
incriminate your own
premises.
kid?
No, but he
have a
rescues
few.
dogs and then finds
I know
homes
what he
for
does.
them.
I'm aware of
So
that.
he's not doing anything illegal. He's not running a dog
No,
fighting
absolutely
scam.
not. No,
We have enough fighting them.
And they're all fixed, and they're all, he takes care of them.
He takes him. He drives him to the hospital. He drives from Delaware, Delaware.
Georgetown,
Delaware, which is like 2.5 hours away, all the way to Philly to go and
go
bring
to Malvern. Yeah,
to Malvern to bring him to a vet.
I know. I'm aware of the kindness things that he does. He's just saying that he may not be able to mention how many dogs he has on the premises
Per
where he
state
lives.
Requirements, right?
Okay.
Hey, Kyle, don't feel bad. My dad cuts me off after 10 seconds too. So
that's right. I cut Robin off much quicker than that.
Man, no.
Hey, Alexa. No, I'm kidding.
Don't forget to share the show, Kyle. Are you watching us on Facebook Live, or are you just listening to us?
No, I went on the website. We're watching on there, and we've been following. I usually just listen to the podcast throughout the week. I'm a coach and teacher at a school, and so as I drive to work, I listen to you guys and kind of get my last dose of fun for the day till I got to deal with high school kids.
Beautiful. You know what they say about them high school kids, man? Well, girls at least. Yeah.
We don't go there anymore. It's
Yep.
inappropriate.
Speaking of Bill Cosby,
exactly.
They weren't high school girls. They were full-grown women.
Does Roy Moore say Roy Moore? Is that better?
I don't even remember what Roy Moore did other than he's in Alabama and he lost an election.
Doesn't matter.
Well, Kyle, we appreciate you listening and checking in, man. Don't forget to share the show, though, on Facebook. Everybody out there watching, hit share and share alike. It doesn't cost you anything. There's no surveys. Steve Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg doesn't come to your house, although they do have a new dating site, though, and I'll get into that. You hear about that?
I saw that. They finally come out with plenty of putons out there. Is that what it was?
Kyle, give a little love out there to Randall for us,
One
man.
last question before I let you go.
Go ahead.
One last question. Sixers going to win a game before they get beat by the Celtics, or you think Luigi will be all right? I'm going to let you go, Tony, let you answer. Appreciate you taking the call, brother.
Thank
I'll
you,
call
man.
later.
Listen, I'm a Sixer fan. I want them to win, but I think the Celtics and the Celtics are missing players. They're missing
Jaylen Brown, okay, who's got a hamstring issue. Who again, they're not going to rush it back.
Aren't they missing the guy that they got as the big free agent signing?
Well, that's Gordon Hayward. He's about the entire year. There,
I know
so
he
you
has.
can't count him. But
Yes, you can. They signed him because he was going to be an important
Kyrie
part of the
Irving was
team.
the big missing piece. That's
Right.
the guy who's been out. But again, they've been. Oh well, you beat who's in front of you. He's not healthy. What are
I
you gonna
know
do
that,
about
but
it?
I'm saying it. So if the
Celtics were healthy and Kyrie Irving was on the floor,
correct,
I would not give the Sixers I wouldn't give them the nod to win the series. No,
that's
I
the
wouldn't.
point. They're missing two very important players.
But if they did have Kyrie Irving on the floor, they wouldn't even be playing the Sixers because
Right.
the Celtics would be the number one seed in the East, Tony.
Right.
They'd be dealing with Cleveland right now, and we'd be dealing with Toronto. So it'd be a totally different thing. You
Okay.
beat who's
My point is, if Kyrie Irving were playing now against the Sixers,
we would probably lose the series in 6 or 7.
No, they would lose the game in fewer than that.
No, we're still going to win. We would still win.
All I'm saying is they better win Game 2 in Boston.
Yes, it is.
They have to win the game. That's that simple. It's not me rooting against them.
No, you got to split. You can't go down 0-2. You just can't go down 0-2.
If they play like they did Monday night, and we hope they don't, but to just keep chucking up threes and hope that one night Covington's just going to start making a bunch of them, that's not really smart basketball.
Covington's one of those cliche 3-and-D guys. But if he's not giving you the 3 and he can't play D, what's the point of him being out there? That's the thing, is that his minutes, right at this point right now, his minutes should be divvied up between Bellinelli, Ilyasova, and to a point to Fultz. Fultz should be getting some of those minutes.
I agree. He should be on the floor. Dean's yelling at me from down in Clearwater.
Dean yells at everyone. He yells at me too.
He didn't yell at me though. He sent me some lovely gifts the
He
other day.
did.
For what? Oh, because he went on a little vacation, right?
Yeah, he went out to the Bay Area.
Tony gave him tips on where to go and where to stay and
Where
what
to go
see.
for breakfast. Told him to go to the Handlery Hotel in Union Square, and he did. He had a great time. He was close to everything, as I said it would be. The Handlery. The Handlery Union Square Hotel in San Francisco. You walk down the street, you get on the cable car, go all the way down to Ghirardelli Square to the Fisherman's Wharf. He did that. He went to Alcatraz. I told him where to go for breakfast. Told him where to go for breakfast. Sears. There's a place called Sears. Not Sears and Roebuck. Sears is like a 85-year-old restaurant in San Francisco. Legendary place, because 85 is old in San Francisco. You know, they don't have places from the 1700s like we do here. But it's a great breakfast place. They have little pancakes. They got everything. And Dean had a great time, and he went to Michael and David Winery.
How about that, man?
How about that?
He really did get there,
and,
man.
I haven't been there, and I've been drinking Michael and David wines for 12, 13 years. But he went out to Lodi, and then I sent him to my brother Giulio Tempesta's restaurant.
The new one. We haven't even been to the new one
in Glen
either.
Ellen, out in Sonoma County.
This dude's living your life for you, man.
I know, man, like it's golden. So he goes to see, he's up in Napa, and he's doing the wine train and doing all the other things that you do when you love wine, because he and his wife love wine. So he says he got the wine train, he did Napa, and then he went up to Sonoma, and he said, he calls me, he says, hey, he texts me, he says, you know any good Italian places? I said, yeah, Ristorante Umbria. It used to be in downtown San Francisco. It's up in Glen Ellen, not too far from you. So I said, call him and tell him you want to come by. So he calls, and the person answering the phone says, sorry, we're booked. It's Saturday night. And it was like 5 o'clock Saturday afternoon, and he called. I said, wait a minute. So I called my buddy Giulio. He's like my brother, really. I said, Giulio, I got some friends in town. I said, can you squeeze them in? You know, they're going to. I know it's Saturday night. You're booked solid. He said, have him call me. Dean calls him. Boom. Come right over. 20 minutes later, he's got the best table in the house. How about that, huh? How about that?
I'll use some pull, man.
So
it's good to know people.
Kyle just sent the fantastic photograph of his dog, Randall. What an adorable dog.
Now, do you have any Australian Shepherds, Chris?
No, I do not.
Have you ever had an Australian Shepherd?
No, we have not.
That's interesting, because it's a really popular breed.
They're beautiful and they're very intelligent, like
Yes.
Robin was saying.
Yes, and Randall has 2 different color eyes, which is a very common trait amongst Aussies.
Yes,
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I did not know that.
I know all about that.
I know Aussie chicks, but their eyes are just usually cross-eyed after I get done with them. Jesus. I'm sorry, it's an old...
Mike Schmidt, everyone. Mike
Schmidt. Wait a minute, I'm getting a cramp again.
Meanwhile, the Phillies are up 2-0.
Yes.
Stand up.
Live game action. What's the matter? You got a cramp?
I have bursitis in this.
I
in this
understand,
hip.
but you've been drinking plenty of water.
I
mean,
know.
you've
I've
been
been drinking a
hydrating.
ton of water.
Got
I've been
bananas
drinking,
upstairs.
I had a banana earlier. I had some old tonic water because that's quinine in it. That's supposed to be good
Yes.
for cramping. So it was an
but how
old
old
bottle.
tonic water
It
is
was
that?
old tonic water. So then I'm in Acme. So let me tell you how much
get
I
it out of
hate
Grandma's
the
basement?
I'm going to tell you the biggest scam: the soda tax here in Philadelphia, where they keep losing money and nobody knows where it goes.
You're not going to tell me that they actually tax tonic water.
Yes, and I refuse to buy it.
Well,
I'm
no,
in Acme.
tonic water normal tonic water has a lot of sugar. It actually has the most sugar out of any of the soda drinks. But the diet tonic, which has no sugar,
It's still subject to. So a
Yes.
bottle of tonic water, a regular pipe, not the big 2-liter bottles, the regular single bottle of what is it?
It's a liter.
0.75, whatever it is. It was 50 cents for the soda tax on a bottle of tonic water. You know what I said? Hey, Jim Kenny, up yours. I don't care if I have another cramp. I am not paying 50 cents on a bottle of tonic water. I'll drive to another county and spend $5 on gas before I spend a cent on any soda tax. And I don't drink soda. The last time Rob and I bought soda, I bought it in Jersey. I went to Deptford and bought soda so I have it for guests that come to the house.
Yeah, because that tonic water, if it's the same tonic water I think that you drank, I think I might have been 17, 18 years old when that
No,
was
it
actually,
wasn't.
like,
I buy soda. I buy tonic.
Nah, it was bad,
I buy
man.
tonic and seltzer just to have it in club soda.
I buy club soda. That's all I buy.
I have club soda,
I drink
tonic,
tequila
and seltzer in the house at all times. Not Brian Seltzer, of course.
No. Not James Seltzer.
No. Anyway, we should take a break so we can
should.
get the smoothie machine down
It's 8:10, so yeah, let's pop.
We're going to
the
take a
smoothie
break. Chris is going to bring down the smoothie. We'll have live smoothie action here.
Wait, we're going to hear the
and
Vitamix
if
live?
anybody's tuning in for the first time, the break, you don't have to go anywhere.
Right.
But what I suggest is just leave leave us running. You're going to hear some lovely music while we're taking this quick
By
break.
the way, as Dean points out, I started to say two things, and neither it's hockey, wine, or chocolate. I said he got us a bottle of Michael and David Cab, and then he sent a bottle of Ghirardelli chocolates in a little cable car.
Any C's candy?
Yes.
No C's candies, no.
So I should be expecting something soon, Dean. Is that what you're saying?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
Dean specifically said I was only allowed to have one glass out of the bottle and only one piece of chocolate. So you get
You
nothing.
get nothing and like it.
Jesus Christ, man.
Dude.
Dean, I thought we were
Dean
cool,
is
man.
I know. I thought he liked me better, but apparently not.
I just gave Dean major love, and then he rips me on Facebook Live.
That's because that's the kind of POS he is, man. That's what he
What's
is.
going on the roof up there? There's like a Ferris wheel or something. Look at it.
Look. Ferris wheel.
Chris,
Well, we're going to go to break.
You've been in South
We need to
Philadelphia long
finish
enough.
this.
You know,
We're
when
going to
these
go
people
to
on
break,
roofs-
and all you need to do is grab.
Wait for it. There. See that?
some snacks, grab another beverage, and meet us back here in 3
Go
minutes.
pee and do all the other important things that you need to do.
We're gonna
We'll
get
be
the
right
kitchen
back.
set up.
Yes.
Minutes till showtime. Why not add to your enjoyment with a delicious confection and drink at our attractive refreshment stand? Till showtime. Tempt your taste with the wide variety of mouth-watering snacks available at popular prices at our refreshment stand. Showtime. Satisfy yourself with a thirst-quenching drink. Your favorite beverage awaits you at our refreshment stand. Is about to start, folks, but the refreshment stand will remain open for your pleasure.
We're just going to come back without Tony because he's,
he's up there making boozies.
He's making boozies. Got to get ice.
Yeah.
He's just,
Luckily, there's other people down here.
Pee.
Luckily, there's other people down here
sakes.
trained to bring the show back to you a little bit here. Robin has, Florida stories we can get into. We have other things we can do.
We have so many different things to do. Actually, my Florida story is pretty awesome tonight.
See what happens.
I'll save it.
Tony's son shows up. He forgets about us.
I know.
Typical dad.
Typical dad. We don't matter anymore. You know, you were the de facto son.
I was a de facto son. Then Chris showed up
And
and
then
took
boom,
that. And Chris,
gone.
I appreciate that for showing up, pal. Seriously, because I'm just getting tired of carrying drywall these damn weeks. Oh man.
Yeah, except don't be in front of the camera,
Yeah,
dude.
that's the problem. What is going on here? Look at all this stuff that's happened. What's the purple stuff? I want some of that purple drink.
That's the black raspberry. Now, just so the people you too can have Smoothies of Delaware come to your establishment. You can have, whether it's a party, a work thing, whatever. You just go on. I think you're on Facebook, right? Maui Wowie of Delaware and or Fulton. Is it Fulton or is it now Delaware?
It's Felton, but it's not the same. Well, they're all linked to us.
Okay, they're all linked up, but you can log on and it's fantastic.
I'm like Dave Chappelle. Remember the Sunny D commercials where it's just like, I want some of that orange stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I want the orange drink. It's like, I'm like Dave Chappelle. It's like, I want some of that purple stuff.
You want some purple drink. While Tony is
Mickey Delaney, Mickey says, you matter to me, Miss Robin. Oh, Mick,
yes.
you know what, Mick? I had enough of you, pal. Seriously, all right?
No, you did see that he apologized.
No,
to you.
I'm just, Mickey, now, listen, you called in. Now you're family, buddy. So now we got to break your balls, pal. That's how it works, man.
Exactly. But I want to remind everybody, the reason why you're able to see our fantastic video stream on all these different locations is thanks to Switchboard Live. And if you were one of the thousands and thousands and thousands of people that were watching the daytime Emmys, they were not available on TV. They were only available streaming on various different apps. And that was the daytime Emmys were brought to you by Switchboard Live. So as you can see, we set a trend here, and it has been growing like leaps and bounds, and everybody's starting to use Switchboard Live for all sorts of things. It doesn't have to be as big as the Emmys. It can be a podcast in a basement.
Look at Riddle over there, just watching what's going on, man.
But so yes, switchboard.live, and check it out. You cannot believe it. Once you realize what everything you can do with it, you will be utilizing Switchboard Live more and more and more. It's definitely worth checking out.
Stream is solid too, clean.
I know,
no buffer.
It is absolutely. It's fantastic. Now,
can you plug me in?
I can plug you in, baby.
What the hell is going on over there, man?
Where?
Chris is just pouring some purple stuff in the.
Did you mix it up? Oh, here comes the first mix. Can we put a camera on him right now?
Hold on.
Let's get that camera over there. I want to see live Vitamix action.
Those Vitamix are no joke, man. Those are serious machines.
I know, I got one, but his is the professional grade.
How much? 2 horsepower?
You can motorboat somebody with that.
Motorboat some bitch, you. You motorboat some bitch.
That's the kind of like if
look at Riddle's ears going up. Like, what the hell?
If Tony, if you had been related to the Bruno Mafia family, you could have gotten rid of somebody and ground them up in that thing.
Exactly. Now I just use a wood chipper like they did in Fargo.
Exactly. We do it the way our ancestors did it. You know what I mean, Tone?
Yeah.
We bury them in the Pine Barrens.
You can't be messing around with little Vitamixes.
No.
You know, you know how long it would take to marinate somebody, or to what do you call it?
11 hours, Tony. I've done it. It's 11 hours.
You're not marinating. You're macerating somebody. Yes.
No, man. Listen, I use those things for margaritas, bro.
You want
a margarita? That's how you do it in a Vitamix,
That's why we have our Vitamix down here.
Yeah, that's professional grade, though, man.
Yeah, but he makes millions of them.
So that's 2 horsepower. So what is yours?
I don't know.
It's half.
No. There's at least it's like a 1. Yeah,
3/4 1.
Yeah.
Our Vitamix is like a $500 unit.
Pal. I know, pal.
The only thing that's different between ours and that one is that he can use that all day long, and it's not going to heat up the motor.
Dean says, has Luigi been hanging out with Jose Canseco? I don't understand.
He thinks you're jacked up or something?
I've been like this, man, with those...
He just hasn't been able to bear the guns
been
for a
cold
while.
as shit. What the hell you want me to do, man?
I had the shirt off today outside painting, man.
Everyone forgets until it gets warm out and the shirt comes off and they go, oh, I'm sorry. Now,
what kind of
fruit.
this?
I'll do a tropical fruit.
Robin, do some tropical fruit now. We'll do it live. Give me a do it live now.
I'll get it right now, Tone.
I got it. What channel's the hockey game on?
Now,
we'll do it live.
I want to remind people.
We'll do it live.
Do it.
Sorry.
We love our phone callers, and because of the fact that we've had issues with phone calls, you should take advantage of it while they are working. So,
Don't drop black raspberry. Correct. I like my smoothies like my women.
Seriously, bro.
Black and raspberry.
Seriously.
Call us right now at 619-924-9874. 619-924-9874.
Now, this is like the real fruit puree. This isn't all that sugar crap, though.
No, this is legit.
This is all solid fruit.
And then he puts a banana, and then he puts a live banana in at the end.
You got to, man, for the potassium. And you need that. So you can cramp it up, man. You
I
got
know.
hepatitis. I'm getting
falling
a little
apart, man.
Dude, this is
That
what
is
you need.
so good.
You know how easy this goes down with a little tequila in there, brother?
We can put some booze in it. You want to run up and get a little?
No. I got
schnapps in
work
there?
early tomorrow, man.
Some schnapsers in there.
No,
What do we
like I said, we'll be doing plenty of tequila on Saturday for Cinco de Mayo. So this is fantastic, though, man.
Yeah.
No, Chris does a great job. He's got 2 vehicles now, right?
Well, we have 3. We just got a concession trailer that's being finished.
Oh, beautiful.
Getting it wrapped in the next week or so.
He brings the trailer to your, the little thing where there's a window and you lift it up and they serve you right at the window.
course.
He showed the pictures of the lines at St. Joe's today. Now, Chris, you do a lot of like school meets and stuff, right? Kids.
We do a lot of like sporting events, lacrosse, soccer, cheerleading, dance, stuff like that. We also
I'm
do
at all cheerleading events, every one of them. That's right.
I think I've seen you there. They've been escorting you out a couple times.
Well, hey, listen, Chris. Sometimes when the game's over, you got to leave, and I don't want to leave.
Yeah, I guess so. We do that. We do a lot of fundraising for local schools as well, and then just big events as well.
Chris has done the Mushroom Festival out in Kennett Square.
That's a huge event, by the way.
Well, we were in the Wells Fargo Center for a
At
year.
the Wells Fargo Center, he had a spot there
At the end of the Cure Club bar.
You know where the Cure Club, the Cure Auto Insurance Club is? Down
You don't see me in Wells Fargo Center during Flyer season.
They did Sixers play there too.
I know, Tony.
And the Wings play there, and the Soul plays
Yeah,
there.
the Wings,
and concerts,
the Wings.
and the concerts are there too.
Yep.
And Monster Trucks are there.
That's right.
And and you know who's going to be there
WWE
tomorrow?
Raw.
You know who's going to be there on Thursday night, tomorrow night? Bon Jovi will
that's
be there
right, yeah.
tomorrow night.
Listen, it's his life.
It is his life.
It's his life, man. No, that's going to be a sellout. You want to talk about panties flying on stage, man.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be huge.
Nothing like 50-year-old chicks throwing the panties up at Bon Jovi.
You want to see a juice fest? You go to Bon Jovi concert, flying all over the place, man. So how was it over there at Wells Fargo? Were you getting a lot of traffic there? I mean, was it?
We were all right, yeah. I mean, it was not. I wouldn't say it was worth it for us. I mean, we were making money there, but I wasn't a big fan of the folks in charge. So
yeah, I could
we kind of
imagine.
parted
So
ways
here's
amicably.
this is weird. So he had alcohol smoothies. So you can have a smoothie, which is a healthy drink, and put a shot in it, right? And it was the same price as a beer.
Right.
Yet people were buying a beer instead of a smoothie with a shot of alcohol in
That's
it.
stupid.
Is that stupid or what?
It is to me.
That's what I thought.
Hosers, man, they want it. Listen, man, they just want beer. They don't understand that you can make something delicious and tropical and have fun with it. Just like this. I mean, dude, you can put any kind of alcohol in this. It's gonna be
Exactly.
phenomenal.
Well, and we put liquor in it, which is stronger than beer. So
But it's not about strong.
Not
It's about-
mathematically.
it's
Well,
like when
when you're
people-
at Wells Fargo Center, it's about strong.
Yeah, you know,
because you're
yeah,
trying to save some
all
money.
all
But
people
what
are trying
beer's
to do is
strong
get
there?
wasted.
What do they have? Bud Light Lime? Is that strong? Hell no.
Bud Light Lime.
That's what they sell. I mean, again, I don't care what you drink, but it's not like they have
Strawberry Rita.
super. They don't have the kind of beer that Robin drinks with like 70,000% alcohol in it. You know, like
Yeah.
Mad Elf and what's the other one?
It's funny, Robin. You sit there and we anytime we go out,
Gotta drink Chimay.
when
Now,
Robin
that's
wants to
good
order
beer.
a beer, normally she'll get like a martini or something like that.
No, but she buys like the
But
$8
what she'll say
bottle
is
of
she'll say,
beer.
"Can I see the beer list?" And she'll look at the beer list, and she asks all these. She'll start asking questions, or she'll look and see what they have. She'll go, "Oh, I like this one, I like that one," and then basically just goes, "What's the highest alcohol content beer you have? I'll just take that one. Why do we need to wait 28 minutes for this whole thing to go on?"
You're trying to show you're sophisticated.
But then
No,
she just goes,
see, people
what's the strongest one you got? I'll just drink that
But
one."
see, it's not about the strength of the alcohol because I will sip my beer and only have one beer compared to you guys having like 3 or 4.
I have Schaefer. It's the one beer to have when you're having more than one. We did that
The
last.
reason why is that the higher alcohol content beers have a richer, deeper flavor, and they're usually a little bit sweeter. I don't like bitter beer.
How about Bitter Baller now? You like that, though?
I do like
the
bitter
bottle.
baller.
Beat the bottle.
I got to find this stupid hockey game.
Why?
There still is hockey?
Yeah.
Not here.
Oh,
it's,
okay.
it's Boston.
Why don't you host the show and I'll
I'm
do
trying to. I can't.
Exactly.
They got the TV behind me.
Tony's on
Alexa.
vacation. He's drinking smoothies and watching TV during the damn podcast.
This podcast is actually what it looked like when I was younger in our house. We just sit there, watch TV, drinking something.
Exactly.
I gotta. What was it like growing up with him, man? Seriously, what was it like? Was he always on? Was he basically always on when he was around you guys too?
Not really, actually.
No, it was because a lot of people don't understand this. Like they don't know that Tony brings it down to about a 0.
Oh yeah,
to about a 0 when he's not on air.
I go on the energy saver.
Yes,
he does absolutely. He's a screensaver basically. But he was working like crazy, so when he was home, he was tired because he'd be working 5 days a week, and then he'd go up to Connecticut and work another 2 days a week.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And then come back and work 5 days a week.
It was fun though, but we went to fun places though. One thing, we did a lot of traveling. We went to you went to Chincoteague. We finally went back to Chincoteague.
Is that the place with the horses?
Yeah, when my kids went, we actually we had a camper.
RV.
We had an RV at Chincoteague, and then we couldn't turn the air conditioner on at night.
No,
in this trailer park.
Yeah,
how hot was
restrictions.
It was hot and humid, right?
Yeah.
And so we and they were kids. I had 3 kids in the camper that I rented. And I'm saying there's no way we're going to be able to sleep in this heat and humidity near the beach.
So what'd you do?
So we drove to a Walmart parking lot and turned it on so we could turn the generator on.
It was a noise issue is what it was.
Yeah, you're not allowed to have generators running in campgrounds in a lot of places because it's loud and some people are intense and some people, not everybody has a trailer or a camper.
Now most of those are wired though, so there's no issue with generators.
Exactly.
The funny thing is, who would want to voluntarily go sleep in humidity in a tent?
Well, that's
when you're from South Philly. You got to
exactly.
do what you got to do.
We did that. We camped.
Yeah,
we used to go camping and then set up a tent and then have it rain as soon as we set it up.
That's the worst, man.
And we found out it was set up wrong.
Yeah, exactly. We did a lot of stuff: boating, fishing, all the stuff. Traveled. Chris and my other son AJ came to multiple Super Bowls that the Eagles never made because I booked in advance.
Yeah, that's true.
And I had to go, but
I was in Houston. I was supposed to be there. That was
he was in Houston.
Tampa Bay game they lost.
Exactly.
Yeah. I was at that Tampa Bay game too.
So you would book in advance because you had.
Well, I would always go.
Right, you were always going.
I booked for them so they could come and meet me. Like AJ came out to San Diego when the Eagles were supposed to go.
Those 4 years that they should have gone.
Yeah, those 4 straight years. I booked my kids because the Eagles were favored to go and go to the Super Bowl, so they'd lose those championship games. And so they would go to these cities with me, and then we would just goof off.
Right.
I'd work, but then we'd
just hang
goof
out with
off.
Michael Irvin.
Nice.
Hang out with Michael Irvin.
You all right, Bo?
Exactly. I'm all right.
He was doing that too.
Well, of course. Now, what else we got getting into?
I got to give you this bra story.
I was going to say, you teased this bra story earlier in the program.
Now,
so.
people like sports bars, but in New York, sports bars are ridiculous.
What do you mean?
There's a sports bar called Ainsworth.
Ainsworth.
IANSWORTH.
Okay.
They sell wings there, like a lot of sports bars, right? But you know what kind of wings they sell at this Ainsworth sports bar in New York? 24-karat gold dusted wings.
What?
So your chicken wings have 24-karat gold dust. They're rubbed in. They roll them in there.
Didn't Steven Singer do that too for Valentine's Day?
No, that was flowers, roses. A 10-piece. How much would you pay for a 10-piece of gold dust-coated chicken wings?
Not that I would.
I wouldn't pay a dime.
Not that I would. But let's just say, let's have some fun with it because I guess that's where you're going with this.
10 pieces.
10 pieces of 24-karat gold dusted buffalo wings.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
Price is Right rules too. I'm at $24.99.
In New York?
Yeah.
All right, double it.
$500
for 10 pieces.
$50 a wing.
Nope, $30.
Oh,
Chris was
That
closest.
was pretty damn close.
Well, she said. She reminded me, New York City, $500.
So 10
I
pieces.
actually have the bar menu right here.
10 pieces are $30. 20 pieces, $60.
There's a lot of these places there, man.
But guess what? Here's the best one. You want 50 wings? 50 wings, $1,000. But not just for 50 gold encrusted wings. You get a bottle of Jay-Z's Ace of Spades vodka.
I got the menu right here.
Did you find the
30,
place
60,
Ainsworth?
1,000, yeah. But it also comes with. See now, here's the problem. It's served with gold coconut butter, chipotle honey, or gourmet blue cheese. Everyone knows the wing. It's just blue cheese. That's it. You can't put anything next to it. No. That's it. That's
$1,000 for 50 wings
bones
and
for
a
50
bottle of
wings.
Jay-Z Ace of Spades.
$20 a wing.
Yeah, but are they wings or flats?
Are they breaded or are they just regular though?
I don't know. You have the menu.
Are they bone? It don't say anything. It just says gold dusted 24-hour brined.
Oh, so they're brined for
24 hours. So they were sitting in the fridge for a little longer than the other ones.
Right.
That's basically what it is. This place is.
So they wouldn't be breaded.
It's a chain bar. It really is.
I didn't say it was like it wasn't a jewelry store. It's a sports bar.
Yeah, they got like 7 different locations in New York. They got
you know what I say?
Midtown, Hoboken.
It ain't worth it to me, baby.
It ain't worth it. Because hell no, it ain't, man.
Rob, would you pay $30 for 10 chicken wings dusted in gold?
No. Not when I know that I can go to the Jug Handle Inn and get
the
amazing monster wings for way better.
With
plus
the Tony Bruno sauce, by the way.
Exactly. Way
On
better
the
than
menu.
gold
A
dusted.
bottle of the Jay-Z Ace of Spades vodka costs you $3 alone.
300?
$300. So you're paying $700 for 50 wings.
Will they allow you to order it separately?
I don't know. Can I just get? Like, I'll tell you what. Can I get like a 50 piece of the wings and like a bottle of Vladimir?
Wait a minute.
Like
I got
that?
I got the ultimate question. How much for just one gold dusted wing?
One wing, bro. One wing, bro. How about if you don't want to go 24 karat? Everybody knows, you want 14 is the way to go. 24 is too soft. 18 is kind of a ripoff. 10's chintzy.
I don't think you can eat the other 24 is like dust, right? Not angel dust. That's different. That's more in New York.
Right. Because it's very soft, so it breaks down really. So they make dust out of it. But is that the same kind of flake they put in Goldschlager?
I don't know.
I think they use 24 karat gold for that too.
They have gold in Goldschlager?
Yeah, you get gold flake.
The little gold flakes at the bottom.
I never drank that crap. I don't like.
Oh, it's horrible. It's horrible.
Yeah. It's like
Big Red. It's basically drinking. It's the original Fireball.
Yeah, that's what I hate. I hate Fireball. I hate all those crappy drinks that like Fireball. I never got it. I don't like it.
You don't
It's
care
like bad medicine.
Well, you don't care.
I'd rather
for
drink
the
NyQuil.
hot cinnamon.
I don't like the hot cinnamon. I don't like what's the other one I don't
Speaking
drink?
of bad medicine, like I said, Bon
Yeah,
Jovi
Jägermeister.
will be appearing at Wells Fargo.
Yes, Jägermeister. Oh,
you don't like Jäger?
It's the worst.
It's like the official sports drink in Northeast Philadelphia. What are you talking
No,
about?
it is.
So gross.
These bars have this big machine with the Jaeger in it and
Jaeger bombs.
Jaeger
bombs, man.
I just don't like it. I'm not saying. Listen, you can drink all you want. There's certain things.
It tastes like cough syrup. It tastes like
No, NyQuil tastes better to me.
no NyQuil, the blue NyQuil. I can't drink that crap.
They
And
don't
it
make
tastes
the
to
blue
me,
anymore, do they?
I think they still do.
I didn't know there's a difference in NyQuil. I think you should just drink the NyQuil bottle and go to sleep.
Now there's the blue stuff and then there's the red stuff. The red stuff doesn't make me gag, but the other one does.
This is good now. These are smoothies. So what do we had tonight, Chris? We had the
You had the tropical fruit and you had the black raspberry.
So only 2 choices tonight?
I only brought the 2. Sorry, I had to hike them 3 blocks.
I really like the tropical fruit.
I had to hike them 3 blocks. If I knew he was coming, I gave my spot on Switzerland, man. I took care of him for your
Wait,
kid.
what's the score in the game now?
It'll be all right.
Nah, you're
a good
fine
picture
now.
on that Vizio
Fine
there,
now.
man.
Is it nothing still? No, 3-1 Tampa.
Uh-oh, you're Boston Brooms.
We got the makeup call.
At home.
Now, Tony, it's so funny to see people on Periscope and Facebook and everywhere where they're talking amongst themselves. Now, last week we had this really weird thing happening where we had many people speaking in Arabic and writing in Arabic.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see what the hell they were talking
And
about.
I so wish somebody could read Arabic and tell us what they were talking about, because it was a whole long conversation, which I just don't understand why. But
Most of our listeners can't understand English, so it's going to be hard for them to.
But Stephen Canal and ASYMN.
Well, we have breaking news from Jack in the Back.
Simonibre.
Breaking news from Jack in the Back. He's reporting, I just had one of my best brain freezes of all time as he's drinking his Maui Wowie
He
smoothie.
sucked it too fast. You got to pace yourself.
Wow. He went from suck to blow in a hurry. And by the way, Paul Ferrer, I know it's how much for just one rib, which was the Chris Rock joke. But I said,
Lord, that's a lot of money.
And that's why I said how much for one wing, especially a gold dusted wing. How much you think? You think they would sell you one at the sports bar?
I don't think so, man.
If it's $10, if it's $30 for 10, that means it's $3 a wing.
Yeah. Right, it's $3 a wing. What's the problem?
I drop $3 for one gold dusted wing
Why
if I'm
not?
feeling frisky.
Yeah.
If I hit the superfecta at the Kentucky Derby,
I'm making it right now. I have no idea. We might not leave Cantina that night.
Oh, you're right.
If we seriously, if we knock that super, that's gonna pay good, brother.
No, not if there's all favorites.
But there
You gotta get a
rarely
couple.
is, though,
I know.
man. There rarely is, man.
You got to get that one. You got to get that long shot in there. Meanwhile, let's get back to the business. Where's Jack in the back? He's in the back.
He's in the back. He's in the laundry.
He's in the laundry room.
Yeah.
He's
At least
folding the whites.
we haven't put him in the bathroom.
We could put him in the back.
Could have put him in the No, last time,
Leave him in there.
last time we went in the bathroom, we spayed $19 worth of freaking air freshener in there and smoked us out.
Ridiculous. Oh, by the way, Facebook. I was mentioning Facebook.
Yes, I was waiting
You
for
didn't
you to
see
get
the
that.
big story with Facebook?
No, 'cause
Robin?
I barely go on it.
They're getting into the dating business.
What?
They're going to compete against Tinder because they realize that there are 200 million single people who are on Facebook almost every day. So 200 million single people.
And they have statuses saying.
And they
such.
say that they're single on there,
Right.
just based on their status reports.
It's brilliant.
So Tinder is a big deal. So
Okay,
Facebook figures, hey, we'll get into the action too.
Yeah, but on Tinder you can't see pictures of the ex-wives, you can't see pictures of the ex-husbands or the kids.
Which is actually kind of cool. Well, you can still make a fake account.
Right, you get Facebook Detective right away.
Yeah.
But then you have all these people making fake accounts
You can make
to
a fake
cover
account
from the
yeah.
real account.
They'll have their real account and then they'll have their fake account.
You got a
for
burner
the
Facebook account? Come
But
on.
Right.
now the thing that Facebook has that's better than Tinder, because you can't do live video chats or anything like that on Tinder, can you?
I wouldn't know.
I'm looking at you as
I thought Tinder was just. I thought Tinder wasn't for dating; it was just to get laid.
I should be looking.
Talking about, dude.
Oh wait, I should be looking at Luigi.
I've never been on Tinder.
Robin set up a
Grindr?
Tinder account for me a couple years ago.
But we haven't been on it forever.
Yeah, Robin set up a Tinder account for me a couple years ago when
we
I first
started
started
doing the show. Yeah.
I haven't looked at it, but isn't Tinder just to get laid? It's not to like
Yeah, it's
find
all.
your wife
It's for
or your
casual
boyfriend.
encounters.
Right.
Yeah, looking to
I
make
should
a
ask
love
my son.
connection.
Huh?
I should ask my son. He's been on Tinder before.
Yeah, he goes on there to try to get laid.
Yeah.
That's what people.
Isn't that what Facebook started as?
No, I don't think
no,
so.
he started it out in when he started it was supposed to be a way to rate the girls in his school. So it's kind of.
Oh, really? I didn't see. I didn't see that.
Okay, Tony. Remember Hot or Not?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It was more like rate book kind of thing. Like he
Right.
was they were rating the like, yes, they was like yes
The
or no
attractiveness of
on the
classmates.
girls that went
On
to
Facebook?
Harvard.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember.
There was a couple
I
of
didn't
these
see
sites.
the
There was
movie.
one going on in Princeton. There was
Right.
one going on around. They were going to colleges all over the place, and that's what it was. He started doing that, and the next thing you know, he just put it up on. It was called the Facebook. He put it up on that, and then people just started catching on to it, and then people started writing things down, and next thing you know, it just erupted. That
And
was
then
it.
remember, Facebook faded for a while. It started
Did it
becoming
really?
yeah, it started becoming like ads. Facebook's over, and then they found other ways to get people involved.
Do you want to know what happened?
What
Do
happened?
you want to know how this blew up more than anything? And MySpace didn't. Cell
Tom.
phones, brother.
Tom.
No, it was a time of the cell phone.
Well, no
People,
doubt.
people were able to access all their
Right.
social media on their phone,
Yep.
on the go at all times. That's how it happened.
Yeah, and MySpace
You didn't have to be
didn't
sitting in
have
front
that.
of a computer.
Well, also the fact that the MySpace app did not think about interaction constantly. They were thinking about you just post your stuff and then people can look at it kind of like a pretty frame on the wall.
Well, I don't
But
think they were
Facebook-
trying to monetize it.
Well,
as
it
much
was
as
your space.
Facebook.
I mean, that's why. I mean,
Right.
My favorite thing growing up was we had payphones, right? There were payphones, and if you picked up a payphone and you dialed you didn't even have to put money in. We would hook up with girls that way.
What?
There
What
was
would
a
you dial?
phone. There was a phone booth right here where this pizza place is on the corner. There.
Okay.
It was an actual walk in, open the door phone booth, and you go in there and you'd hit number 7 or something. I don't remember what the numbers were, and you pick it up and it'd be like a
Like
it would
the
be like
party
a
line.
beep beep, and then people would talk, and then it would be beep beep, and you hear if anybody was on there. Now they have those lines at night. You see the commercials for them. Hey, only $1 a minute, and you're talking to people you don't know.
Could you imagine that? You're sitting there having a little phone sex and please deposit 30 more cents. I'm like, I gotta get off.
When you were a kid, wasn't there an operator on the phone? So you
No,
would be
it
in
wasn't
a
quite that
chaperone
bad.
the whole time.
But no, it was with payphones, and then you would actually say, "Anybody there?"
Yeah.
And then you would hear a girl say, "Yeah, I'm here. Where are you?"
Where are you?
Between the beeps, and then eventually you'd get, you'd say, "Let's meet somewhere," and then you'd meet somewhere. and
This is the worst story I've ever heard.
No, it was great. You hooked up right away. It didn't cost you a dime.
So you stood at a payphone loitering the entire night,
Not the entire night.
but just waiting for
just
someone to
until you
pick up the
found
other
somebody.
side.
You hooked up right away.
But you had no idea what was going on. It was
That's all right. You didn't have to go anywhere. You just walked and you check it out. If she was ugly, you could say it was a different
You
place.
just keep walking by.
Yeah, you don't even know. You just say, "Hey, meet me at such and such an intersection."
That is hysterical. It was
We
like,
should bring that back.
Meet me at K&A
Oh
Street,
yeah,
right?
because people are gonna go to it. They're gonna walk.
First,
to
you're going to find a
cord.
payphone.
I don't
You're gonna
mean
be
with a
spending a couple
payphone.
years to
I don't
find a
mean with a
payphone.
payphone. I mean like some really basic thing where you don't have to do all this stupid stuff and pay
Well,
for chats.
So
and-
swiping left is really difficult.
I haven't been on Tinder since you created the account
Can
for
we
him.
please go on Tony's Tinder account again?
I don't even know how to do it.
Can we?
I don't even know if it's downloaded on his phone still.
I got another
Watch
quick
my-
story about same way with I guess that's where it doesn't fall far from the tree. Back when I was younger, we would be at the mall and there would still be payphones.
Yeah, that's
And
before cell phones.
Right. So when we would need to get picked up and we didn't have any money left, what we would do is I'd pick up the phone, I'd call collect, and then when it says say your name, I'd say, "Hey mom, come get me." And so then she'd pick it up, it would go to her, and she said, "Oh," and then she'd know to come pick me up.
She would decline.
She'd decline the call, and then she'd come pick
It was
us
like that
up.
old commercial when people were trying to save money on phones, like, "We had a baby, it's a boy."
Right, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, we got a collect call from, "We had a baby, it's a boy." You know what I mean?
Yeah, because Chris is in your same age group that the cell phones came out.
Right. Yes.
Chris was the first generation that got cell phones.
Yeah, all day, man.
Right.
Absolutely.
Before that, you know, you had to go to a phone booth.
But even then, it was when we were, 15, 16? It wasn't like I was 12 with a cell phone.
Yeah, no, now there's like 5-year-olds with
Right.
cell phones with their own phones.
My kids still went to the mall with
remember the-
non-cell phones. They had to go to that used payphones.
I remember the last time I used a payphone was, and I remember I didn't use one after that because I got my ass beat for making a phone call on one. Is because I went to go see Braveheart. My dad,
With Mel Gibson?
My dad took a couple. We went to the Devon, Tony, up to the Devon.
Oh, I
Theater.
love the Devon.
So
Chris used to
Braveheart-
go to the Devon for $1.
So we had no idea that Braveheart was going to be as long as it was. We thought 2 hours, right?
Yeah, it's like 6, right?
So it's 8 o'clock. We get dropped off the movie. My dad's like, "What time does this thing end?" 10 o'clock. "Oh, I'll be outside 10 o'clock. There's no way of letting my dad know, right? So, we're in the movie. They were like 14 years
Was
old.
it $1?
No, it was $2 that time. We started boycotting when it went to 2.25. So we're sitting there 4.5 hours later.
It's not that long. It's not 4 hours.
4.5 hours later, we're sitting there screaming, "Freedom!" You know what I mean? And my dad's out there going, "I'm going to whoop your ass." Because there was no way of me texting my dad to let him know. So I had to go out to a payphone and call him after the movie ended. And it's now, 1:15 midnight. And he's like, "Where are you?" I'm like, "The movie just got out." He goes, "Bullshit." Yeah. He didn't believe me. He didn't believe me, man. So cell phones really actually kind of saved my life. So, yeah, I'll never go near a payphone again. I got bad memories, man.
Well, Andre Scott says AOL chat rooms were lit. Did you used to do AOL chat rooms? I never did any of that stuff. Well, I was married, so I didn't do any of that stuff. I would tell them the story about when we got the first computer with the kids.
The Commodore 64?
Yeah, no, it was a Presario, compact.
Oh, yeah.
It was a compact Presario. And then you get online, and it was dial-up, and then the picture would start coming. You'd be excited when the picture of Abraham Lincoln
We
that you
started
had.
playing Oregon Trail on that.
That's exactly right.
And we would fight over Oregon Trail.
You an Oregon Trail guy?
Yeah, man. Do you know how I died of dysentery?
I think
Never forged the river. Never forged the river.
everybody died of dysentery.
I don't think the actual people on the Oregon Trail died of dysentery, did they?
No, yeah, absolutely.
I thought they
That's
ate
why-
each other eventually.
No, that was the
That was the Donner Party.
That was the Donner Party.
But wasn't the Donner Party based? Wasn't Oregon Trail based on the Donner
It's the most
Party?
depressing game you can absolutely have a little kid play. All these little children just dying along the way. You're moseying along. Next thing you know, it's like your son has just died of smallpox.
Well, it's the same thing as the video games
Man.
now. Just like video games now, except you're not shooting somebody.
Yeah, but now
you
it's
just watch them die.
For Mortal Kombat, you're ripping a guy's heart out, right? Tearing a guy's head off. Your mother has died of dysentery. Oh shit, man!
But you didn't see.
But it wasn't even a picture. It was just
no,
the
it was
words
just a
scrolling
script. Yeah, it
across.
was it was text, and you're like, this is a game. But back then, those were fun games because we didn't know any better. Now I see God of War. Have you seen this game, God of War?
I've heard of it.
Yes.
I haven't Tony out of really.
I haven't. I don't want to play. You know why I don't want to play video games?
Why?
Because I get hooked on them and I play them all day.
Well,
I'd be like Robin with
you
her
did
game
have-
that she plays 24/7.
Well,
and she plays it now for over a year. I was played those video slots.
Yeah, to be fair,
for,
Tony,
for
you were
2
yeah,
months.
but
I did it for 2 months.
Yeah, but you didn't do anything else for 2 months.
That's ridiculous. I did it in the winter when you're freezing your ass off and you can't do anything.
Tony's upstairs in the bedroom, right? And Robin's like, she goes, "Luigi, have you seen Tony?" I said, "I think he's upstairs." Like, "Oh, yeah, that's right. He went upstairs to bed. You can go check on him, no problem." He goes,
I wasn't making any money.
He didn't answer a phone call for 2 months. Now at least I know why.
Yeah. Tone, what are you doing? Nothing, man. I'm tired. Just watch a little TV, man. You playing that game, Tone? No, man.
That's his away voice. That was the voice he had at home when I was a kid for everything.
That's the voice.
That's all it was. It's just like, no, man. I'm just sitting here.
That's his energy saver mode.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Because I'm not playing a game. No. I'm like, come on, man. That's all he's doing is playing.
It's a good thing I didn't live in Jersey, though, because you could play the real online casino games
I
there.
would be broke as
I
a
would
joke,
too.
dude.
Especially with the slots, because that's addictive.
Big time.
Even
it
when
is.
you're playing free slots, it's addictive.
Yeah.
The best thing is it's like the nickel slots. Like real
No,
life.
that's the worst game ever. Nickels and penny slots.
Penny slots. But here's the best part about the penny slots. You push the button, right? And all this stuff happens, and you have no idea how it happened, but you just won 19 cents.
Yes.
It's just like lines just start going in place. Huh, that paid? Okay. And then you think you want something, you go, that didn't pay anything. No.
By the way, this TV is only what is this one? 50?
That's
it's only.
fine.
I know. This is Chris's TV I bought for him, and then he already bought one for himself.
You regifted the gift to yourself?
No, I told him to take it back.
And he kept it for himself?
He bought it because when we had the house fire, he was trying to be nice.
Yeah, I know.
So Eric had literally bought one 3 days before. And so it literally showed up, and then they brought that down. So I was like, take it home, and you guys keep it. I don't need another 50.
What did he give you in return?
A hug.
No, you didn't. Are you kidding me?
No, they got me, I don't remember.
Tools
but
and
some walkie-talkies and some other stuff.
4 consecutive days. We worked in the hottest day of the year and then the coldest day of the year.
Oh, so you earned that TV. Is that what you're saying?
No, I got this TV actually ordered in Delaware. I had it shipped to his house in Delaware.
Tax-free shopping.
That's exactly right.
That's smart, man.
So then he gave it back to me. So it wasn't like I took it back.
Right. No,
I
said I
know.
don't need it. Yeah.
Right, but I'm just saying, did you give him something else to?
And I didn't have. I couldn't put. I didn't have. The basement wasn't done, so I had to
No, I
put it
remember
up.
the basement. Yeah, the basement was still bad. I remember.
So then we got it. It's nice in here, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
Nice to
in
have
here.
a
It's
TV.
How
perfect
did you get
size.
on the TV?
What do you mean how
That
did I?
tangent. You just turned around and you're like, ooh, TV. How big
No,
is the
somebody
TV?
questioned, wanted to know how big the TV was on the Facebook feed.
Tony does go on
know,
tangents.
that's-
I
yeah.
mean, he is the
No,
ultimate
people.
ADD.
But that's why I don't like to look at the live
It's
feed of
hysterical
the.
to me that he does not believe he has ADD.
I don't.
You don't or you don't believe it? Or both?
I don't have it. I'm locked
Oh,
in.
it's in such denial. Absolute denial.
When I get locked into something, I can start a story and then go off and start 5 other stories. It's like watching all these stupid TV shows.
Yeah, it's
where
called
there's like all
ADD.
It's called ADD.
But I always go back and finish the story.
That does not going back does not mean you don't have ADD.
That's more Alzheimer's if you don't
Yeah.
go back.
But Tony, do you ever have to go back if you never left?
Damn right.
See what I'm saying?
Now, Robin, you have a Florida story today?
Yes, I do.
I
have
tried
a
like hell for
fantastic-
past 40 minutes to segue into this story, and there was bits and pieces in time where I could
There's
have
a
done
lot
that.
of material that we got to go.
No, but I'm just saying we could never get into it because we started talking because Tony's ADD kicked in a little bit.
Not ADD.
Yes, it is.
I get a lot of stuff out. I don't do an hour on one topic.
I know.
That's fine. We're just telling you that you're in denial.
At least I remember things.
We're going to have
Robin.
an intervention.
Yeah. All right. Shall we go to Florida?
Do we have to?
Yes.
I wish.
No, we get to go to Florida.
We get to go
Let's
to
go to
Florida.
Florida, damn
And
it.
I would actually go to Florida right now if we could.
No, it's warm enough
Probably
now.
colder there.
Yeah, it is.
Down to Florida, we welcome you
To the Sunshine State. Now, we are not going to a specific location in Florida.
It's just a state. It's like the Florida Marlins and now the Miami
It is a
Marlins.
state of mind right now because we have some Vegas odds that might interest you, Tony Bruno, and I have a theory regarding
I
this.
got the odds on the Kentucky Derby.
That's all the odds
These
we
are
need.
these are more odds. They now have Vegas odds on the states that you are more likely to see a UFO sighting.
Oh, Arizona's got to be number 1, right?
No.
How many states is weed legal?
Exactly.
Pretty much everywhere now, even where it's
So,
not legal.
The actual, there are different states have a better chance of you seeing an UFO based upon sightings. Is that what they took all of the different sightings that have been reported since 1940.
Wow.
And they put them together and from like government reports and also
Okay.
and then
I get it
and they
now.
put them all together. Okay, so
I follow you.
you follow me now. North Carolina has 7,570 reported UFO sightings since 1940.
How many? 7,500?
7,500.
So North Carolina's number 1?
So in North Carolina, they face a 1 in 135,000 chance of stepping out the door and seeing a UFO. South Carolina had only 4,235. Now, the strangest thing, so if you go down, like there's California, for example, had 23,000 sightings. That means that they had a higher chance of seeing.
course.
Get it.
So where the hell does Florida come in here?
Florida came in last.
Last?
How is that even possible?
Because a lot of times people see basically government aircraft.
Right.
Experimental aircraft.
I have a theory about this. I believe that the reason why Florida came in last
Right.
is that everybody's kind of crazy down there anyway, so they don't realize that there are
what's
aliens
going on.
walking amongst them already.
Mixing with the locals.
It's Zephyr Hills
mixing,
water. That's what
they're
it is.
mixing with
Zephyr
them
Hills,
already. So it's not that they have a lower chance. They actually probably have the highest chance of seeing aliens.
They walk among us.
They walk amongst
Yes, they do.
them
We
down
took
there.
a picture of the guy in Miami that you posted. Did you see that picture from when we were in Miami a few years ago?
No.
The dude with the stockings and Robin posted that the other
Yes.
day.
How did you miss that?
I didn't go on social media.
You didn't go on social media at all?
A few days ago. I was probably working. I don't go on every day, man. I just don't.
So would you like to know what Pennsylvania?
Where's Pennsylvania?
Pennsylvania, the odds of seeing a UFO are a little bit over 200,000 to 1.
Not bad.
And there's been over 6,000 sightings here in Pennsylvania.
But there's no doubt that Arizona, because the sky, there's not a lot of light in the dark skies,
right.
and you'll see more things.
A lot of
that are-
light pollution.
Exactly.
Well, no, because in Arizona, official sightings, there's only been 3,978 sightings in Arizona.
Jason Nemrov checks in. He goes, "It's mostly illegal aliens."
Oh.
That's pretty goddamn good.
Wow.
California had a lot.
That's a big state. There's a lot of people.
California, 23,000.
Because
But that's
California is
based off of
half of
number
the
of
entire
people. Right,
coast.
yeah.
The West Coast only has 3 states, Robin. California, Washington, and Oregon.
Well, okay, true. But I just think it's
You
hysterical.
got numbers
that,
on Delaware? There's only like 1,000 people in Delaware.
Exactly.
But they're tax-free aliens.
Yeah, the aliens come there because they will shop
That's
and then
what
they
it
get
is.
the hell out.
That's stupid.
That's
I
right.
think it's
They go buy their soda
That's where
and
you
all
get
their
your tonic.
appliances.
Yeah, get your
But they can't buy their spacecraft there anymore because you can't do it from another state or another
More
world.
aliens go to get engaged in Delaware than anywhere else.
And they start their businesses there as well.
Oh, man.
the 10 states where you're most likely to see a UFO are in descending order: Wyoming, Vermont, Montana, North Dakota, Alaska, Hawaii, New Mexico, Rhode Island, New Hampshire, and Maine.
Those are the 10?
The 10 most likely, the 10 where you're least likely to see them is Florida, Texas, New York,
Texas. I thought that was
Illinois, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Arizona, New Jersey, Michigan, and Maryland.
I'm telling you, Arizona has because to
The
this
vortexes,
day,
that's why.
Yeah, and there's all kinds of there's actual now pilots showing tapes of things
Right.
that have been flying. They're actually recording them now.
Yeah, but you
So
said that was verified sightings, or what was it? There's some
these were just reported
disclaimer
sightings.
on them. No,
There's
a certified, reported.
Let's see.
Reported sightings.
Okay.
These are reported
So
sightings.
somebody calls the cops and says, "Hey, there was a spaceship, dude." And
Well, most of those states in the top 10 are places
this is
where
according
they
to
don't have
the-
anything else they're doing, so
This
they're
is
looking
according
up in the
to
sky.
the National UFO Reporting Center in Davenport, Washington. Did you know that there was a national UFO sighting? It's a real center.
In where?
Davenport, Washington.
Not Davenport, Iowa?
No.
Not Najee
But
Davenport.
North Carolina is the hotbed of UFO sightings. Who knew?
Who does that? Who has time?
No, I really wonder, man. Do we have something?
No.
Do we have something? Do we have any kind
all
of proof?
all the UFO
like that Area
sightings-
51 stuff? Like, is there something down there? Like something had to have fallen down some point in time, right?
all of the UFO sightings that we and I listen, I'm into that. I'm into paranormal. I'm into UFOs. But all the sightings in the 70s, those were all the stealth aircraft that we were.
Yeah, I
that
understand
were in, all these experimental aircraft. That's where they fly, and they fly them over Nevada, Arizona,
where nobody is.
in the middle of nowhere, and people still see them because there's some people there. And the sky's dark at night when there's not a lot of light. It's like in Maryland. We go to Maryland. You go outside at night when you're in a rural area, like where my son lives or Chris lives. You look outside and you could see a gazillion stars because there's no light pollution from a big city. That's when it's really free. You'll see shooting stars if you go out in Maryland. You go down.
I don't believe there's any kind of. I do believe there's other life forms out there. I mean, if there could be water, if things can grow, like there's life forms out there. But I don't think there's any other.
I think
aliens.
I think there is because of the fact that all these pilots are now saying, and there's footage. There's actual footage of things that they've seen that move. That move in ways.
Then why don't they just come down here and take advantage of our malls?
The malls are gone.
The malls are gone.
There's no payphone
because they're not that stupid. Okay, they're not that stupid.
See, what it is they work with Bigfoot, so that's how. That's why we can't get a hold of.
I got it. I said, hold on.
Bigfoot's the biggest scam ever.
Yes. Loch Ness is the biggest scam ever.
No, Loch Ness. There's something there because it's.
Loch Ness, there's something there
because there's photographic evidence.
Just empty the damn thing.
There's photographic evidence of Bigfoot.
Yeah, maybe there used to be, but whatever was there is no longer there anymore. And maybe there used to be Bigfoot, but they ain't there no more.
And I said, get away from here. Get. And he went right back out that path again.
Yeah.
Now, Suds Glenside says that he did see Jefferson Airship in Florida.
Well, of course. I mean, who didn't?
Saw Jefferson Airplane.
That's the original Jefferson Airship. And then,
excuse me, Jefferson Starship.
Starship. And then there was Jefferson Airplane before Starship. The Jefferson Airplane was first, and then it was Jefferson Starship.
Right. Is it the same group that just added on somebody
yes,
and they had to have
so.
a bigger...
No, what's her name died. Was it Mama Cass? And who was in Jefferson Airplane?
Got it.
Oh, see, we don't have Alexa. She would have been able to talk.
We have Alexa. He's over there.
No, Alexa's...
we have Alex. Alex is working on it.
Yeah.
No, Jefferson Starship added people. Jefferson Airplane was the original, and the lead singer of Jefferson, the female singer, was Grace Slick.
Grace Slick, yes.
Grace Slick was the lead singer of Jefferson Airplane.
That's
if you had allowed me to speak, I would have actually
been... Got to be quicker.
You got
to be quicker than that.
I'm not looking it up. I'm not asking Alexa.
That's pretty good by you there.
Grace Slick was Jefferson Airplane, right?
That's Jefferson Airplane, yes.
And then Jefferson Starship had who?
I'll look for that right now.
It had, what's her name was in Jefferson Starship?
Sounds like...
The blonde chick that's like always wasted. She's a great singer. No, she's still around.
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah, she's blonde and she has an unbelievable voice. And she always
Kathy Richardson?
No.
Jude Gold?
No.
Donnie Baldwin, David Freeberg, Chris Smith. That's the members of
Starship or Airplane?
That's Starship. That's what Tony asked for you.
So who was the female in Jefferson Starship?
There is Jude Gold and Kathy Richardson.
Yeah, so that's what happened. Grace Slick
left,
and then they changed the name of the group to Jefferson Starship. So there you have it.
That's out of this world.
I got Grace Slick. Now people are telling me Grace Slick. I didn't have to look at the computer to know that. I came out with that right here. Right in. No Alexa. No Wikipedia.
Right out of the cocoon.
And here's the worst part about Alexa. She quotes Wikipedia.
I know.
Well, she goes onto Google or whatever search engine she has inside of her system.
I would like to ask Alexa who Tony Bruno is. And see if they quote that with Wikipedia and mention the fact that you fixed your mom's fence one day.
Should. Because people can change that anytime they want, you know.
Yeah, I'm in there all the time.
Do we cover everything tonight?
We covered everything. Oh, wait. You have to give out the Derby.
Yeah,
I'm not giving out the actual
No, we have to
pick.
give out the horses to keep it.
Here's the horses I like. You can box them. You can do whatever you want. I will release the final picks.
Well, you and I will be going down there together, brother.
On Saturday.
Yep.
We release them.
Saturday morning.
But the horses that I mean, Justify, you have to have Justify. The 7 horse. You got the 7 hole, which is a great spot. And people are saying, well, he hasn't raced as a 2-year-old. And no horse has won the Kentucky Derby without running as a 2-year-old since Apollo in 1882 was the last horse that did not run a race as a 2-year-old who won the Kentucky Derby.
So he's kind of due.
He's kind of due.
He's kind of due.
And there are 2 horses in this race who did not run as 2-year-olds. Justify and Magnum Moon. Magnum Moon is the 16 horse, and he's one of the favorites too. He's 6-1, and he won the Arkansas Derby. So the Todd Pletcher horses. Todd Pletcher horse hasn't done it, and Justify, the favorite, who is what's his name's horse? Bob Baffert's horse. Bob Baffert has a couple of horses as well. Justify, you love him. You have to put him in every one. Don't bet him to win because he's not going to pay anything. Because by the time this race goes off, he's going to be even money.
Well, no, he's 7-1 now, right?
He's 3-1
he's
now.
He's 3-1. He's going to go down.
It will go down to basically you're not going to win a dime. You're going to win 20 cents because everybody's going to be on this horse.
But he's got to be in this. He's got to be in the exotics.
Yeah, he's in your, as we call it, the ITM, not the ATM. In the money, ITM.
In the money.
So you put the 7 horse in any kind of your exotics. A lot of people like Audible, and
Omaha,
Amazon is sponsoring this horse.
That makes sense.
Well, it'll be there next day. So I mean,
exactly. And he won the Florida Derby, but. The Florida Derby was a slow pace. People are jumping all over. He's the people's champion. Number 5, Audible. But the pace was really slow in the Florida Derby. I think the pace is going to be too fast for him. I am not putting number 5 in my mix.
All right, you're taking the 5 out.
I'm taking the 5 out. Everybody's going to love the 5. I'm not. Then I'm going to put in my boy Jack, one of the long shots, the number 10
Is
horse.
that an honor for Jack in the back?
No, we don't bet an honor on a Kentucky
I don't
Derby.
do colors. I don't do he looked at me. Right. I don't do colors. Oh, I like the tail. Oh, look at his tail wagging. Right. Yeah, I don't do all that crap. No. This is scientific horse knowledge right here.
They don't wag.
It's not like the NFL Combine where it's a dress rehearsal. You know how we watch and we pick horses by watching tape. That's how we
break it down. I'm taking Jack, the number 10 horse, my boy Jack. Right now, at 30-1.
It's a good price.
So if he comes in the ITM, you're going to have a nice superfecta.
Oh, even if you're talking 3-1 and 30.
So I got the 7, the 10. Mendelssohn, the 14 horse, is another one of the favorites, but he won in Dubai in the UAE Derby. And they're shipping him in on Thursday.
Oh, yeah.
They're shipping him in from Dubai.
First class, though. But he's coming first class.
I don't care if they put him on the Concord, which is in
Horses.
That's not good. He's got to get used to the track. He's been running in the United Arab Emirates. No horse can come in on Thursday and then run in the Kentucky Derby. Exactly.
It's going to be a nice plane, though.
No, and horses are affected by altitude.
Yeah, I mean, I know he's a favorite, and I know he won that race out there, but that's just dumb. So I'm not putting Mendelssohn in there either, even though he's 5-1. So I'm taking the 14 out, and I'm taking the 5 out. 2 of the favorites. I like the 16 horse though, Magnum Moon. But here's the problem though: when you look at the fields. Do you know that the horse? Did you know that the worst post positions for Kentucky Derby winners? I'm going to give you a little inside information.
All right, good.
Post number 17. No horse in the history of the Kentucky Derby has ever won the Derby getting out of the post number 17.
So why, man?
Now, what is 17? That's in the middle of the second.
No, it's way out on the rail. It's way outside.
No, I know,
outside.
but it's in the additional one, right? It's
It's in the auxiliary because they have 20 horses, so they have to have auxiliary gate.
So it's in the middle of the auxiliary gate.
It doesn't matter. No horse has ever won from the 17 spot. Now the 18 horse Vino Rosso, again one of our favorites. But I'm not picking this horse because I like the fact that he's got Italian red wine.
Yeah.
Right.
He's 12-1. He's in the 18 hole.
That's a good number right there, though.
The 18 hole, by the way, has had one win from the 18 hole in the Kentucky Derby history.
But we don't need him to win, though.
We don't need him to win. We just need him in the mix, as we like to say.
The ITM.
So I got the 18 in the ITM.
In the mix.
Now you're going to have to do a couple of different wheels. You're not just going to pick 4 horses and win. You're going to have to add horses.
Yeah.
You pick your 4 favorite horses, and then you add an extra one. It's going to cost you more, but the payoff will be spectacular.
Now, if anybody has any questions on how to bet,
don't call me and don't ask me.
Yeah, don't bother me.
Because there are certain ways where you wheel them in and you do.
Yeah, we'll post it all.
Well, Joe Quillen online says the 14 and 15 have the best advantage. 14 has the last spot in the main gate. 15 the first spot in the auxiliary gate.
Yeah, but the problem is, I told you, Mendelssohn I don't like because they're shipping him in from Dubai on Thursday.
Right.
I don't like the 15. 16 horse. I like him. He's in the auxiliary thing, and Magnum Moon's a good horse, and he's a Todd Pletcher horse, but he's another 2-year-old, and he won the Arkansas Derby. But another horse is the 11 horse, which is Bolt d'Oro, which means the golden bolt.
Golden bolt.
The golden the
24-karat chicken wing.
Yeah,
is what it means.
the golden bolt, the lightning bolt made out of
gold.
He is 8-1. He's another West Coast horse that I like. So I got the 7, the 10, the 11, the 16, and the 18.
But the most important question is which one is the horse? Who's the 4 horse, Tony?
What do you mean?
Who's the 4 horse? Who is the 4 horse? People
Flame
ask-
away. He's a 30-1 shot, and he will flame away.
No,
I don't like him.
I'm just saying, man.
Now-
But I'll tell you what. You know what the best post is? This is why Justify gets even more love. Justify is going out of
Justify this?
Justify is going out of the 7-hole. The 7-hole has produced 25 in the money winners. The 7-hole is one of the best. But you know what? Really, the best post is historically
the 2,
the 5.
The 5. Okay.
Where Audible, the horse that's the Florida Derby winner that I said the pace was too fast, the post 5 has won 10 Kentucky Derbies and 21 in the money.
Wow.
The post 2 has 7 wins and 25 in the money.
I was going to say 2 is a good spot
That's
to get
Free
in.
Drop Billy. That's another horse that a lot of people like. A
And that's a
30-1
shot.
The 2 horse.
Now, a lot of people think that the 1 spot is a good spot
No.
if they don't know a lot about
No, it's
racing,
not.
but
It's
it's
not.
not,
It's a horrible
because
spot.
it's a horrible spot unless
You know why? In this race in
Yeah.
particular, because you got 20 horses.
Yeah.
And,
And
it's
they're
all,
all
about the
they're all
start.
crowding in.
And they're all about the start. And we've seen horses that stay on the rail and go all the way, but they have to be super horses to do that.
Yeah.
It's all and it's also with a much smaller field too. When you got a full 20 in there,
And when they all come out, and if there could be a log jam at the beginning, it could be over.
And
if
I
you're
want
on the one
was it
hole.
California Chrome that was in the number 1 position?
I don't-
was
you know,
able
that was only
to
a couple
like
years ago,
They
but-
held him back, like he held back, and then he went on the outside.
Yes. That was a great
Which
ride.
was
It was
an
a great horse.
amazing
You have to
ride.
have a great. You have to get off the
Right.
one's hole in the Derby with 20 horses because there's too many horses. But they do 20 horses anyway. So there you have it. Did I give you the numbers again?
one more time, Tony.
I like the 7, the 10, the 11, the 16, and the 18.
So those are the 5.
7, 10, 11, 16, and 18.
See now
And that's 5 horses, right?
That's 5 horses. Now that's 5 horses you picked. Now you and I will go out there and we'll wheel.
I'm
going to
wheel that 5-horse superfecta
Now
box.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to again. We'll be going halfsies with this, but I want to go. Like I said, I've got a couple things I want to look at too, where we might just.
This is the one I'm giving out to you exclusively and free.
But there'll be a couple other ones that maybe we post
Yeah.
race day. We'll key a horse or two and throw a few. Like maybe put that 4 horse in there as well as one of those 30-1, 40-1 shots that help pay out at the end.
Now here on Periscope, Mark C5091-Mark says 11 is going to be the winner.
Well, he may be right.
Oh,
Baltioro,
yeah,
I mean,
you
he's
got
one of
him
my
anyway,
favorites.
yeah.
You got him in the wheel.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if when you bet at Superfecta, you pick 4 horses or 5, and then any order of finish. If those horses finish in the top 4, if 5 horses, you have 5 chances to get 4. Now there's 20 horses, and you can get screwed.
Of course.
But if you pick 4 horses and then you box it, that means it doesn't matter the order. The 4 horses have to be in the top 4. But Baltioro could be the 4th horse.
The only
Justify could be the 1st horse, the 2nd, the 3rd, or the 4th. It doesn't matter. That's why I don't bet winners when you're betting Justify to win, because you're not going to win any money. Right.
But the one thing though is with the horse that Justified when it comes to the Kentucky Derby, with the field being so big and all the other shots being, all the other horses being longer shots, it doesn't. I mean, even with him winning, you're looking at a 5-figure super. You're looking at a 5-figure pay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Seriously. So
absolutely.
This is the one race that if you were going to take maybe $300-400 and take 5 or 6 horses and box them up, this is what I would say if you want to pool your money with a couple guys, or if you got it yourself. This is when I would box 6 horses. A race like this, I wouldn't do it any other time because you get screwed a lot. But if you like 6 horses and you're just not sure of the order, box 6.
Box. It's in the box. What's in the box?
What's in the box?
A bunch of
horses.
cash, homie.
Damn right. Damn right.
You know who else is fantastic at playing the horses is Dean.
Dean, he thinks he is.
But no, he really knows how to work the system,
He's
like
just a
as
horse's
far as
ass,
the betting. And how to. You're getting distracted.
No, I'm reading Joe's the new IRS.
Yeah,
new IRS
this is
rules.
actually very, very interesting.
Because the
stuff
last
here.
time I had a Superfecta in Vegas when I was with Josh Innes, and it didn't pay that much because it was, there were favorites. And I thought I was going to win a couple $1,000s, and I won like $800. And then I had to pay taxes on that.
Because you had it for $1, it really paid $16. But you have to still pay taxes on the 16. Like it's like
no, you pay taxes on
the
anything.
8.
No, you pay taxes on anything over a certain amount of money.
So
in
here,
Vegas.
this is Joe Quillen gave a quick little rundown. According to the new IRS rules, you do not have to claim anything with 300 to 1 odds. You claim now based on your bet times 300. So if you play a 5-horse super box, you do not have to claim it unless it pays more than $36,000.
Okay. But yeah, but we're not talking about $36,000.
Well, so if you get anything under, then you don't have to claim it.
Okay, well that's good because I had to pay taxes, and that was
Right.
that's the most I've won recently.
I don't pay tax. I call my dad's buddies up. They're all 68, 69 years old. They don't have to pay tax on any of that stuff.
I'll be able to
give
do
10%, cash a ticket. That's it.
That's what I'll be able to do.
I hit a race at Australia, and everyone knows Australia pays big. I hit a super there. It was late night. I was sitting at the track with the turf club. And I didn't even know I really hit. I just look at the numbers. I'm like, and it takes forever for you to get the actual results back. It takes like 45 minutes from the post results. Paid like $11,000. I had it for $1. I had half, so I got $5,500 of that. So I called my dad. Again, we love waking dad up late at night. I said, Dad, I'm at the track, and he goes, what are you doing at the track? And I'm like, I just hit Australia. He goes, I'm on my way down. I'm not chasing. I'm like, he's like, what'd you get? He's like, the super. He's like, yep. What'd it pay? I'm like, I don't know. He goes, I'll get Vince. His buddy Vince. He's passed away now, but get in the car, drive down. Gave Vince $500. Take my $5,000. See you later.
I'm gonna be able to do that soon. I'm gonna do that soon.
So you can call him up now.
I don't gotta call him. He'll be with me the entire time anyway. It doesn't matter.
Right.
There are guys.
No damn tax.
There are people that sit at the turf club, older gentlemen that
Just
sit at the
rent 'em
turf club
out.
all day long, and they wait.
They
and
pimp
they see.
out.
They wait and they see, and they go, "Did you hit it? Yeah. You want me to cash it for you? Yeah, because they don't want to pay the tax on it. Why would you want to pay the taxes on $10,000 if you just give the guy, $1,000? Good to go. It's better than spending $3,000-$4,000 later on. He goes cash it. You take the white meat. See you later.
Let's give tax evasion a roaring round of applause.
Seriously. That's how you do it.
The government wastes our money on crap, so we find loopholes. Let's call them loopholes.
Yep.
That's what they are.
That's what it
why
is.
we benefit older Pennsylvanians, older New Jersey, older everybody.
And remember, these are some. Listen, this is helping senior citizens every day.
Exactly.
Because they're going. This is what they do for work.
You
They
do
just
buy a
don't care.
scratch off Gus. The stinking Pennsylvania groundhog doesn't do shit for you. I'm an older Pennsylvania now. The lottery doesn't give me anything. I never win a scratch off, so I don't know where the money goes.
What about
I don't know where the PPA money goes. I don't know where my tax dollars go. I know that the cities can't find $33 million in its own bank account.
Ain't know where it is. Ain't know where it is.
So if I find a way to win and not have to pay taxes, that's what I'm doing. And that's what I recommend everybody do tonight.
Well, what I'm saying is, you have the people in Disney World. You have those with disabilities who will pimp themselves out to get people in front of the front of the line. For what? They're using what they got to make a living for
It's a
themselves,
gig economy.
right?
What's
Seriously.
I said it's a gig economy. Gotta
So-
do what
It
I
is.
do.
Paulo Ferreira is saying, Luigi, you got to be careful what you're admitting to
Right.
because the statute of
That
limitations.
was back in 06.
Okay, so it's over.
It was 06 when I hit that thing. All right. It was the same year. Same year I had $500 on the White Sox to win the whole thing. To win the World Series, 12-1. Bang, another $6,000. That was a good year, man. 06 was a good year for the kid. Seriously, man, I had like $20,000 in gambling winnings. It's
Now,
awesome.
Dennis Chewy says, I think horse number. I don't get that. I think horse number? What the heck does that
The
mean?
number of the horse. He's like he picks favorite numbers like 7 or 9.
Okay.
We don't do that stuff here.
No, this is
That's a
educated.
guessing game. That's like women. Oh, I like the pink silks.
Right.
No, I don't
like
do
the.
anything.
I like the.
I watch the video, and if I like the way the horse runs, I talk to the horse. I read the horse.
The whisperer.
I am Mr. Ed.
Yes.
A horse whisperer.
I'm the horse whisperer.
Yes. I'm the sports whisperer.
You have smoked yourself retarded.
You're damn right.
No, you can. You can tell by the body
can smoke
language.
yourself retarded.
Yeah, you can do
That's
that.
true.
But you can read a horse's body language
No,
about.
you can tell. There are sometimes you'll see a horse in the paddock, and he's just kind of. You can just
can
kind of
tell-
look at the horse and just go, okay, this horse is going to run
but
well
when you
today.
when you see them running in other races, though, you can see if they really want it, if they keep or if they have their ears back.
If
or
you really want to see a horse run, try catching the horse that I bet on that didn't come in the money. All right, that's when you really see a horse run. Because I'm chasing his ass.
No, the numbers of the horses are the post positions. That's what the horse's number will be. So Justify will be the number 7 horse because he's running out of the 7 slot in the gate.
But how about this? How about for the people that live locally in the area and are not too far away from the surrounding area of King of Prussia? Why don't we invite them to King of Prussia and Cantina Laredo to watch us do this live, Tony?
Yes.
So let's
we'll
tell
do it live.
One last time where we'll be Saturday.
One last time.
Saturday, 2 to 4.
This is free. There's no cover
there's
charge.
No cover charge.
There's
None.
the only thing that if you feel like you want to, you would be paying for the drinks that you purchase and the food that you purchase.
Exactly.
That seems fair.
No, it's great. And then we'll watch, we'll do the podcast live. We'll have some tequila tinis.
And other
Don't get afraid of the food, though.
And the amazing food.
There's amazing food. And there is DJ Gabriel will be there after we are done.
Beautiful.
And
ones and twos.
you can dance the night away.
Dude.
Maybe we'll even see Tony on the dance floor.
No, we'll see me watching the Kentucky Derby and hoping the cash is
We might see
super
Tony on the floor one way or another.
Damn right. And my ex-wife thinks I'm like a degenerate horse gambler because I hit when I had to pay taxes.
Yes,
it was in my tax return.
We got lucky. Come on, man.
No, she said, "Oh, see, he bets his money on the horses." I only bet on 3 races every year.
Yeah, for a total of like $30.
I bet the Triple Crown. I bet the Derby, the Preakness, and the Belmont.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't go to the track and sit there. Chris, you're blocking the cats coming down with all this.
We don't know how to end the show until the cats come down. We've been trying to get the every 15 minutes.
There's a blockade. There's a cat blockade. Chris has blocked the entire steps for the cats to come down. The show doesn't end until the cats all come down.
And Bruno's been sitting there for 15 minutes.
I know they knew that they had to come down, but they're like, hello, people.
Damn it, Chris.
Now they're just sitting there like, what the hell is going on up there? Look at these two moats.
What is going on back there?
Hello, Tony. What is going on the ice right now?
I can't see because it's behind my back.
Should still be 3-1.
It's 3-1 Tampa Bay. Third period underway.
There we go.
About 18 and a half minutes left. And the series tied at 1-1. And obviously, I just saw that Steve Stamkos says that no shots on goal in this game. And the Tampa Bay Lightning are still up 3-1 in Boston in a pivotal Game 3. Or as they say, every damn game's pivotal in the Stanley Cup. And you win on the road, which is what they look like they're going to do if they can hang on. Tampa Bay and be in good position.
Absolutely, bro.
In this
It's
series.
like you're at Prism when you used to be on Prism, the announcing.
Exactly right.
Prism.
It's so funny that the cats actually do know when to come.
Yeah, they know exactly when it's time to come. You want to know why? Because they're starving.
That's right. They want food, and they say, get the hell off the air. So there you have it.
Another one in the books, Tony.
Is there a gray? Robin wants to know. Ed Nasta wants to know if Mark Chamberlain wants to know. Is there a gray horse? That's another thing. Oh, look, isn't that a pretty gray horse?
One time I did it. I'll admit it. One time I did it. It was a gray horse. The horse's name was Luigi.
Well,
I didn't even look at the numbers. I bet the horse.
Did he win?
No, not even close.
My horse, Talk Show Tony, never won either.
Talk Show Tony?
And I went out and bet him in his first race at Hollywood Park in California.
How did you know the horse was running at that?
Because the trainer who named him after me.
Oh, okay.
And then he called me and said, hey, Talk Show Tony's running his first race, his maiden race.
Which happened to be his
at
last
Hollywood
First
Park.
and last.
First and last.
No, it wasn't his last. He kept racing, but he never won. And then he was gelded. And then eventually taken to a farm for kids to enjoy Talk Show Tony in his golden days.
And
sort of like me
that's
now.
the story. Yeah.
Yes. No, that's a true story.
You know, he was a man of the people. He
Yes,
was a
he
horse
was.
of the people.
He was gelded and he couldn't do anything. Sort of like me now. That's what happens when you get old.
But you can still enjoy life.
He's enjoying life.
Yeah.
I think he still is. I don't know.
I'm trying to find out. I'm trying to find out whatever happened to that horse.
Talk Show Tony?
Yeah, there's images of him, but there's no.
He was a good-looking horse, right?
There's images
Check out
of him.
Wikipedia.
Yeah, I'm checking.
Yeah. Where's Alexa? Alexa, what happened to Talk Show Tony?
Alexa took a hike.
Anyway, we want to thank everybody for participating tonight. All the great callers, listeners. Jack in the back. Don't forget Jack, my boy Jack, too, the number 10 horse at the Kentucky Derby. He's in the mix.
Number 10 in your programs.
Number one in your heart. Well, at least number 1, 2, or 3, or 4 in your heart.
Better, hopefully.
And I better see a lot of people at Cantina Laredo on Saturday.
Or what?
I'm going to be pissed.
You pissed?
I'm sad.
I won't be sad.
No,
I'll
I
be
know
pissed.
that.
I'll be pissed. You
I
be
actually
sad.
know that there's a lot of people that are saying that they're going to come. It's going to be packed. It's going to be fun.
Bring the kids.
You can still get the deal on Lyft and Uber, I believe. Just contact Cantina Laredo for information.
Go to the website, Cantina KOP, right?
It is an absolutely fantastic organization.
Sir Lawrence is sniffing the Vitamix.
Yeah. He's like, is there something good in there?
Of course.
In the meantime, I want to thank Chris for coming by with the smoothies tonight.
That's a
My son, Chris.
huge win by him.
You driving home tonight, Chris?
Of course. I got work tomorrow.
It's ridiculous,
And I'm
man.
crashing, so pull out the futon.
In the meantime, don't drink and drive out there, right? And most importantly, don't text and drive. And again, finally, God bless America. It is still the greatest place on earth. We're raising the cat tonight. It has nothing to do with the Sixers winning or losing. It has to do with the end of the show.
We need to get them upstairs.
And we need to get them the hell out of here. Feed them and get to bed. So have a great weekend. Cinco de Mayo's coming up. Weather's finally nice. Enjoy life.
We now return control of your television set to you. Until next week at this same time, when the control voice will take you to the
Tony Bruno Show.